welcome to another great edition of the Alex Pagulayan exhibition matches here at Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We got another great match. Super looking forward to this one. Brady Golan taking on Alex today. And you're listening to Ben Francis, and I'm joined by my good buddy Ryan Murray today.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man.
I'm excited about this
How
one.
spoiled are we, right? This is unbelievable.
Well, I'm coming kind of double spoiled because I got to sit in on your match last night. So.
I got to listen to a little bit of it. You did an amazing job, of course. You're really good at the commentary.
Thanks, brother.
And it's nice to have somebody in the booth. You know, this isn't a knock on anybody else, but it's just nice to have somebody, you know, that does a good, proper job of it, you know?
Well,
when you're out there playing, you don't have to worry about, is he just, like, making fun of me? And you might have a little, but just, you know, maybe playfully.
An inch.
An inch. What are they playing for? An inch.
Yeah.
I like that.
Looks like Brady won the leg, so he's going to open her up here.
I think, and we'll see what happens here. Alex is a force, but if Brady wins this match, it's going to be on this shot right here, I think.
Well, he certainly put time in and working on his break.
He breaks really good. It's just a matter of, is he going to rack good enough to make those side balls, and is he going to pop it enough? And that's not a good start.
Well, at least he didn't leave a wide open.
Yeah, that's right. So. Yeah, a little edge of the one, maybe at best, or a push out probably.
Yeah, this is going to be one to watch. I'm really excited about this one. I mean, I've seen Brady play at the highest of levels. He's a genius in our game.
I would think these guys have played like at least a handful of times, and I would have to think Brady's beat him at least once, you know?
Yep, I would think so. I mean, Alex has been down to the Spokane tournament, I think, right?
I'm not sure.
They actually renamed, for you guys that don't know who Brady Golan is, there is a tournament every year in Spokane, Washington, that they actually renamed the Brady Golan Open because he's won it so many times.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough tournament to win when Brady's there, that's for sure.
For sure.
And thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you guys share that stream for me. I can't ask you to do it if I won't do it, so I'm going to do it. See if we can get lots of viewers. These two legends of the game. These are two of the finest Canadian players to ever hold a cue.
Absolutely.
In all the games, really. Both really good snooker players, too.
Well, I think that's where I first saw Brady was on the snooker tables. And didn't realize he was so handy on the 9-foots as well. Oh, what a shot by Alex there. A little bit of the one-pocket knowledge coming out there.
Oh, yeah, and he had a nice two-way happening if it didn't go in, right? Look at the wall of the 3, 4, 10. But he wiggled it in there perfectly.
Yeah, you won't see Alex take that shot on, I don't think, at 9-9, but on the opening rack, be a little more aggressive.
That's right, yeah. I kind of tried to play the same way yesterday. I went back and watched a little bit, and I banked a ball. I think in rack 2, maybe, to run out.
Yeah, I remember that, yep.
I had a little window, and I just thought, you know, you're not going to beat this guy playing safe. What are you thinking? You know, so just, you know, I tried to play the right shots, but also
you got to stay aggressive as well.
When you have an opportunity, you got to take it because you're not going to, he's not going to give you one.
No.
You got to create your own, I think, right? I think Brady knows that too. Goes for the early 10 here. It's a hanger for a player like him, I think.
So they are playing full rules, so 3 foul and early 10s do count. Are they counting off the break as well?
The 10 would.
No, the 10 doesn't count off the break. You guys had the 9
it would
counting
not.
though, right?
Yeah, we played like World 9 Ball Tour rules.
Yeah, because you made a couple of golden breaks late in the match.
Thank goodness, because otherwise I was getting whooped. I actually almost made one early, too. It hit the point, and then I went over and asked him, hey, that counts, right? Yeah, he said. Like, so close. But then I thought, well, if I got it close, I'm going to get it close again, as long as I get to break again.
Right.
Which I did. It was okay.
Well, Alex has switched up his break a little bit. He played kind of more of a cut break on that one. Usually you see him break from the center and square that head ball.
He tried to do that against Eric, and it didn't really work
Oh, he
at
wasn't
all.
having much success? Okay.
So he switched to the side break, and then he's pretty much unstoppable with that side break, to be honest.
Okay.
Because what happens is the balls cluster up a little more. They don't break so super wide open like the SVB make 4 balls and they're all wide open break. And who's better at sticking and moving than this guy right here, you know?
True.
So these little situations like with a push out and the balls kind of together, he's the best. But Brady will give him a handful. I'm super interested to see what Brady's got in this match, you know?
Well, he's a super smart player. I like him chipping off the 1 ball here down towards behind the 10 and get that cue ball if he can up behind that 2-3.
With that, hopefully the 9 kind of covers that hole anyway. Yeah. Oh, he uses the 7 and the 4 beautifully.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Oh,
he's got him locked up beautifully there.
That's a nice opening shot. That's a sweet one. If you're Brady, you gotta love that.
Took a little more touch than I would have had. I would have probably played her a little wider and sold out, but
I think me too. It's tough to like get both balls so correct. But this is what you have to do against Alex. You can't just play a little soft safety like hiding the 7, you know, hiding the 1 behind the 7. You need to do extra.
100%. You got to lock them up.
Yeah, you got to get the cue ball safe and the object ball, and then there's a chance you get this little ball in hand here that Brady earned. Might need one more safety, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of like that if he just chops the 9 ball up and freezes him to the back of the 7. I really like that, actually. Because I think the 2 ball won't pass the 3 there, so from where he would have to hit that 1 ball, it'd be tough to get on the 2 on that short side. So I'd look for him to chop that 9 ball up table and just glue him, super glue him to the 7.
Yeah, he's looking at how tight can he get this safe. Like, you don't want to be trying to play something loose, you know. Now he's looking at, could he play a combination 2-3 if he shot the 1 in the left side. But that's not easy to land perfect on, and you do need to land perfect on it.
Yeah, you got to be almost straight. You don't want any weird angle.
And you watch him kind of stun follow this one or follow off the side rail and try to glue him on the 7.
Just like that.
Looks good.
Yeah, he would tried not to go right behind the 7, but if he glues to him on that side and gets the 1 a little bit past the 2, he takes that kick away too.
Oh, he takes away the end rail kick, like 2 rails with the 3 and the 2. He takes away the side rail with the side pocket. I think he looked over at that.
Exactly, yeah.
This one is super tough.
Yeah, you can only kick 1 rail at this.
Well, let's watch the speed he hits this, though. It's very important. It's not hammering at this. He's hitting it at the sweetest speed you could ever hit the ball.
Wow.
You could make a highlight reel out of this match. I'm sure you could. Like, there's going to be 15 or 20 shots like that from both of these guys. I'm sure of it.
100%.
Because you know Brady's going to bring it with the kick safeties too, right?
Yep.
I've been excited for this one all day. It's going to be awesome. So he's going to kick this one towards the right side pocket, but it's not 100% trying to make it. He knows the cue ball can come safe a lot of ways here. And this looks not terrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure that goes past them, whatever that is, the 7 ball or 5 ball there, so you'll have to reverse cut it.
Yeah,
but yeah, Brady could have easily did a kick and stick and stayed behind the 4 there. Like all kinds of good things could have happened. And I mean, he didn't end up bad here. It's no gimme. He's gonna have to play a little bit of outside to come around.
Oh, what a super stroke that was.
He just speared that in.
how does he get that much action from that wood shaft? That's incredible. And I think he has the billiard on the 3, if not the 2 ball just passing the 3 here. But
I'm assuming Alex must have got his eyes fixed because he was shooting some really interesting shots, playing some of the other local guys in one pocket that I didn't think passed, and he got them to sneak through. And he used to wear the big billiard glasses, like kind of like Dennis did.
he had like some reading glasses over there, so he must still have some kind of sight issue. But yeah, he's seeing the ball really good.
It's incredible. When you look down the line of some of the shots he was playing, you're like, that doesn't go. And honestly, after he hit it, it looked like you could drive a Buick between those 2 balls, you know? Like,
yeah. Okay, he needs to be precise on this one. He doesn't want to land on the wrong side of the 5. Needs to get this cue ball to the right of where it is now.
he just wants to float down for that 5 ball in the corner. He's overhit this a little bit.
Behind the 7?
Yeah, he has gotten behind the 7.
That might be the first big mistake positionally that I've seen him make in 20 games.
Yeah. Like, he overran that by a fair margin. It looks like he's cueing directly at it, though. Can he still pot it?
I think he still has this. He might have gotten away with it a little bit. Just held up on him. And this is going to just hold up on him, too.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. He hit that one strong. Not out of the woods yet. One more good shot.
Yeah, he'll force follow through this one off the short rail and back out.
Yeah, I think top, touch a left. Keep it away from the 10. He goes through the ball nice and clean. You see he doesn't baby that shot.
Yeah, he puts a stroke on every shot.
Mm-hmm.
Worst thing you can do in shots like that is decel.
Yeah, let up. And we do a lot. We let up on a lot of shots. Just a natural thing to do. But he's very good at getting through the ball always, you know.
And he's got such a small, short, compact stroke. It's so cool to watch.
That's my favorite thing about, well, second favorite thing about his game. My favorite thing about his game is his attitude. I love his attitude.
Yeah,
He's just a fun guy.
Happy-go-lucky all the time.
Yeah. Well, with still being such a fierce competitor, like he's talking about playing Federer.
Yeah.
And, you know, like he's always chirping at Shane and but still staying humble and still being, you know, just a good professional. And yeah, what a treat to have him here. I think Bingy said it best. We're pretty spoiled. I've felt spoiled for the last couple of months. Brady just hanging out.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
He's like one of my Canadian pool idols too, you know.
And it was cool too. Earlier we had the kids in here from the high school, and Alex was mingling with them, and you know, I don't know if he signed some autographs or if anyone asked for some autographs, but there was this one young kid walking around with his phone. He's like, "Look who's here! Look who's here!" And he had a picture of Alex when he was winning the World Championships. He's like, "That's the guy on the table over there."
Nice.
Yeah. So
somebody knew who he was. That's great.
yeah. So
Shout out to Jim for having him out too and putting some money up for us to play him. It's been a real treat. Great entertainment, great experience for guys like me and Eric, and still for Brady, you know, this is a good experience for him too. Yeah, that side break, that's a tough one.
well, we'll see what I think that one passes a 7. And
Yeah.
he's able to just kind of hit a center ball here and come down, even if he has to put a touch of left-hand English on it just to make sure he misses the side pocket. But he can get on that 2 ball.
I think that's the issue here. He said it best, was the side pocket. You saw him look at the end rail and then the cueing slightly over the 5 like he is. Yeah, it's so easy to look at the side pocket, how big
Yeah.
it was there. So the inside spin made him miss the pot, and he still just barely missed the side pocket.
He was perfect on the 2 ball, though. He hit that really good. Obviously minus the miss, but I mean, once you
A good
start
sign.
throwing
Speed.
English on table length shots, it's tough.
Really, really good sign that his speed control was good there, that he's not too nervous, you know.
Does Brady, you think Brady gets nervous anymore?
Everybody gets nervous.
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
Absolutely. Alex said, I made him sweat a little, and then he said it again this morning in a nervous voice. It made me sweat a little bit. We'll probably at 2-0. I'm shooting the 80s thinking, who is this guy? Okay, needs some kind of wizard safe. Here it is. Some kind of wizard safe. Wow.
Yeah, he's hit that pretty good.
What did he even do there? He crossed the one like 3 times and sent the cue ball like 3 rails perfectly.
Yeah,
and that was pretty good.
Come into contact with anything with either ball. That's crazy.
Double kiss was there twice, I think. Yeah, Holem isn't here right now. He lives in BC.
Oh, what a shot by Brady.
Oh, he comes with one. Let's go. He needed one. Oh, he didn't call it. Probably called the corner. It made maybe more sense to play the corner, I guess. Better two-way availabilities.
It certainly didn't hurt him at all. I mean, Alex can see the edge of this ball, and Brady's going to end up table behind that 9 ball, I think. He'll just shave the hairs off this 2 ball, kind of try to leave it behind the 6. Oh, he's over. He chunked it a little bit.
I pushed it over there behind the 4. Yeah, look at this. Going to tree top him over the 3, too. Shout out, to Pagulayan brand. Go check them out, pagulayan.net. I love the chalk. I'm the hugest fan of that chalk.
Yeah, me too. I finally don't drop it down the pocket.
I love
other towns.
That's my favorite thing about it.
I'm out about $240 worth of town chalk that's rolled down the pockets.
2 rails here, softly into it. He drives by it. And that's purely because he was elevated over the 3. Yeah. If he's got a free look at the cue ball there, he's never going to drive by that ball.
And he was, believe it or not, he was not trying to hit that 2 ball thick. He was trying to come off the bottom side of it to make sure that his cue ball cleared up table again and left the 2 kind of around that area. So
it's going to play this combo. I guess that clears the 4 to both pockets and makes getting to the proper side of the 3 easier. I'm always looking for something like that because I miss those little combos sometimes. I'm just looking for this open shot, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And get to the next ball and play a little 3-ball pattern, but I don't look ahead enough times sometimes. Miss something obvious like that. He saw it right away. He didn't even look going the other way.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't see those little combos sometimes. I'm like you where I try to take the open ball. But
well, and look what it did. So he knew he was going to land on this side of the 3 and get to the 4 where he freed that pocket for the 4.
Exactly. And minimal movement of the cue ball.
Takes the 9 out of play. It's such a smart pattern. A way to play this out. This is why we're here, folks. To learn from the master. Brady, too. He'll be enjoying this. It's not every day we get to play this guy. He's been traveling a ton. He's flying out in the next couple of days to China, playing tons of Chinese 8-ball.
Yeah, he was more concerned about trying to find a flight than he was playing Brady tonight. I was like, you got a little nerves, Alex? He's like, no, my nervous is the only flight that I can find leaves at 1 a.m. and I got to be in Toronto by then.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking him about the nerves a little bit, and he said the easiest way to get rid of them is just to stay in this big action all the time. So he's used to playing 5,000 a game, 1 pocket with big spot, stuff like that, and playing top players in the world all the time for big money. And so it's not that he doesn't get nervous. He said he just gets used to it. Right?
Yeah, well, he is a true David in the Goliath world. He doesn't fear anybody. He'll play anybody for any money.
That's what I love about him too. One of the many things to love about the guy. But he's been such a gentleman in the room, too. Just taking pictures, signing autographs. Look at this. Forces the 3 rail to get it to straighten out by the 10. That was sweet. Good stroke there. It's getting loose already. It's only 2-0.
Yeah.
Look out.
Not a good sign.
No. Unless you're betting on Alex. You can see him use the proper side of the pocket there. If he cuts that one into the heart, he probably scratches. Or he gets closer to a horn, which is going to slow down his cue ball, but he used the inside of the pocket, and perfect. And you can do that when you're playing lots of Chinese 8-ball.
Yeah, those things are, wow, are they tight, those tables.
Shout out to my man, Nick's Cue Innovation. Always helping out these Calgary players. He's probably going to be here tonight, I would imagine, watching some matches. I think we got one after this. Sounds like Jimmy's going to play him after this.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Little exhibition.
Right? Why not? Jim said to Alex, "Do you want to play? You want to play another match after this?" And I looked at Alex and said, "Do you want more of Jim's money tonight, or are you good?" He had enough of his money.
No, he's. I think he's building a bed frame out of them. The stacks of $100 bills right now, so like, he could use a few more.
I'm hoping he'll come back. It's been a good trip for him.
Yeah, and I hope next time he's not quite as pressed for time, and
yeah, we can plan it out better. Would be nice. Have him here for a whole week.
that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Could see him lay off that break quite a bit. He's really good at this cut break, but it's not that controlling of a break. You can't guarantee you're going to be on the 1 or the opening ball. It's just.
Well, that's what I noticed in the first couple of breaks too, is that he's losing the cue ball kind of up table, and the 1 ball he's trying to get towards the side, and he's losing it up table as well. So.
Well, he's trying to make that 1 a lot too, you know.
Yeah, he wants
this
to make
time
it in the side.
he made that little 4-railer on the 2, but yeah, he wants to make the 1, and then it's kind of a guess where you're going to be on the 3 a lot of times, or whatever ball that is. But
I don't know, Brady. If
it's so hard to give this back.
it really is, but I mean, if there's nothing there, that's a tough hide.
Well, he's going to call the pot and send the cue ball around 1, 2, maybe 3 rails over here, hoping he gets a little safe if he misses it. But this is where it's tough playing Alex, because it's really hard to give this back. But you don't need to give it back. You just make it.
Yeah, when you just go off the rail and cut it in.
Oh, he got a horrible kiss there on the 8. He didn't deserve that.
What a shot, though.
Oh, he hit that sweet right in the heart. He made it look easy. Yeah, I think he's right here to eyeball the jump.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to attack here. I don't think that 3-6 is that 3-6 combo wired or not, but
it looks pretty close.
It looks pretty close.
Yeah. This is one you got to shoot at for sure.
And I mean, when you're down to Alex 3-0, you know, there's a fine line between being crazy and just firing at shots, or you know, strategically taking a shot on when you should. You know.
That's right. And it's not like he's got a ton here with the kick shot or edging that ball anyway. The only issue being,
I think he miscued there.
I mean, of all the players with a jump cue, he's not the handiest, Brady. Didn't use it for a lot of years when I grew up watching him play. He refused to use it. And again with the combo.
Yeah, he's going to make sure all pockets are open for all balls.
I think this time it's just, yeah.
I mean,
if it was wired, I guess it was just easier than making the 6 later, the 4 to the 6, but that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, see, I would have automatically played this 3 in the side.
Yeah, like he just looked at there. I would never have really looked at the combo, but the 4 to the 7 is pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
I guess the 4 to the 6 to the 7 definitely wasn't as easy. We did talk last night because I missed the ball to go up 3-0. And we chatted about it a bit after. I always chat with Brady and a couple friends, but we were talking about how, this guy bleeds like anybody. And if you can get ahead early, you can put pressure on them and they make mistakes and tighten up like anybody.
Absolutely.
And we talked about that, so it's unfortunate, that it hasn't worked out that way. Obviously, you don't have a lot of control when you're Brady in this situation. You're just hoping Alex maybe makes a mistake or something here and there and give you an in, but...
Well, I mean, so far Brady's had a kick off the rail at the one and a couple of other safeties to get out of.
Yeah.
He hasn't really been able to get that back arm going yet.
No, not a lot to look at. I was fortunate Alex played a bad push in game one, which let me play a good safety. He played a good kick, and I ran out. And then I think I broke and ran out. So I was like, I got the arm loose right away, and try to put a little heat on him, but it still didn't work.
Yeah, well, that's what we were talking about too last night, is that when you do make a mistake with Alex, it is costing you a minimum of 2 racks. He gets out the one where you make the mistake, and then he's breaking and running on the next one, right?
When I was down 13-5, that was exactly what I was thinking was, man, every time I've made a mistake, it's cost me 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
He's a little monster, this Pagulayan.
He sure is.
A shout out to one of my great sponsors, Jam Up Apparel. Go check them out online, jamupapparel.com. Lots of cool custom team gear. If you want to get your team shirts, that's the place to go.
Yeah, and not just for pool. Like if you've got a dart team, if you've got a rugby team for that matter, like check out Jam Up Apparel. You will not be disappointed.
All right, let's see this little cut break. He's trying to make the 1 in the side, but if he makes the 3 off 4 rails, that works too. Those are the 2 balls he's trying to make. Any other randoms are just handy. And you can see he's leaning that 1 ball in, and he's not making it yet.
Yeah, he didn't hit that one very square. Kind of came off the side of that rack.
And he wants to cut it a little, but definitely not that much.
He was dangerously flirting with the corner there for a scratch.
But these, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, Brady does have an opening combo. That 8's a hanger up table, so maybe he can get himself going here, get his arm warmed up a little bit.
These are a bit of the kind of looks he's getting, though, is just like
a half-assed look at it.
Yeah, not like the best looks, right? Tough shots.
The nice thing, too, is this should open the 5-10, which it did. Yeah, he ended up really good on the 1 there. I can't really tell from our angle how straight he is. He does definitely wants some angle there, and I think he's got it. So he's not taking a lot of time on the shot. So he'll just check off that long rail and come back out center table for the 2 ball. Well, he's used 2 rails. Kind of didn't want to be on that side of the 2 because it brings the 10 into play for going forward.
Yeah, I think he can only soft draw this one, but he should be okay. Carbon grips this one nice. The wood kind of seems to delay this one a little bit first.
Do you think he can draw above the 9 ball off that rail and
I think
down
so.
to kind of the shorter side of the 3?
Well, I think he can just soft draw it up here, just above the left side pocket. I don't think he can.
And just take on the harder cut.
Yeah, just kind of pinch it a little. Oh, he went with your play. Yeah, try to go over there. Well, this might have just worked. If he's not over top of the 6, he can make this, I think. Yeah, Beamer, he might have clipped the head ball and the second ball at the same time there on this one because he definitely didn't hit it that clean. We've seen him hit them better than that.
Up and down table here for the 4 ball. He didn't try to hold it there because he wanted to make sure that he had an angle where he could just kind of punch out for that, come back out to center table for that 5 ball.
And you get trying to hold those balls, and that's when you hit them thick all the time.
Yeah, because you tend to decel on them.
Yeah, and it just wants to play heavy. Oh, that one played really, speaking of heavy.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he decelled on that a little bit too.
Oh, and he just didn't cut it enough, you know. I don't know if he's got there. He might have got enough that he can bank this over towards the lower right with a two-way shot. He just plays the safe.
It was great, too, to avoid
Look
the
out.
double kiss. Oh, not the scratch.
Oh, he's okay.
Oh,
He
he's
hit it
perfect.
really nice. The 6-ball's huge here. Alex with the top of the table. He respects that shot.
Yeah, that was a tough ball to cross like that without hitting the double kiss.
The double kiss was huge there. How much does the winner get? We're not sure. Something. There's a bet there.
Yeah, they're definitely not playing for coupons, so.
That's right. Okay, let's see what Brady can do here. First really good chance. Get himself on the board. Draw this one over 2 rails, I think. Softly. Keep some angle. Looks perfect.
Yeah, this is exactly what Brady needed. Get that grease flowing in that elbow.
Oh, that's right. He couldn't be going down too many more games in a row to start this match. You just want to, put one on your side of the scoreboard. Start getting some heavy thoughts like, what if I got bagelled? I don't think he has those, but I surely do.
Oh, I certainly do too. Well, he's overhit this a little bit, but he's all right.
This was me yesterday too. I was coming up long on all of these shots because the adrenaline was there,
Yeah, and you want to make sure that you pot the ball.
That was the biggest thing, was like, don't miss the ball. So it was, okay, I overran it. That's fine. I'll take a long shot.
Absolutely.
Make this shot.
Make sure you spirit it.
Okay, get on the board here, Brady.
There we go.
All right.
Mr. Golan.
Could hear the crowd. They were happy. I like that. Got to get in there with them. And let's see what he's got for a break. I know he's got a big break. And we were kind of talking about it last night. I think he can, outbreak him in a lot of ways in this format.
I believe so as well.
He's not going to use that cut break. We know that.
No, he'll hammer it square.
Oh, yeah. And he's got like this awesome motion on his break where he just like over cranks it. And it's pretty fun to watch, actually. I love it.
You know what's funny, too, is he's very humble about it because you're like, wow, Brady, do you ever hit those? And he's like, meh.
Yeah.
Meh. I do all right, I guess.
He might have hit them too good that time. Look where he got the 1 ball.
Yeah, you almost potted the 3 and the 1 up table.
Oh, man. He hit them sweet, though. That's usually what you're looking for with a 10-ball break,
Yeah, he got a little unfortunate not to be able to see that any path that 1 ball, but it is kickable. I don't know how deep it is in the pocket. You're going to have to just clip the top side of it. So you probably, if he is kicking at this, he's going to want to kind of kick above the 7 with some right-hand spin and catch the second rail before the 1 ball. Because if he catches it square, he's probably subject to scratch.
Oh, definitely. The scratch is definitely there a lot of times. Hard to avoid it.
And, I mean, he's looking around the table right now, and there's just nowhere to push out.
No, on a hanger like that, it's so hard. He could push to the same kick, you know what I mean? But why not just shoot it this time then?
Yeah, exactly. You might as well.
Oh, he hit sweet.
Hit that perfect.
Oh, he got the worst rub you could possibly ask for. How's your luck, kid?
Pool gods are so cruel sometimes.
Aren't they? That was very cruel.
Now just watch out there how at the speed he kicks this 2-ball, because he's looking to get the 2-ball to the rail and freeze the cue ball to the 5. I don't think he's hit it hard enough. No, just shy.
Yeah.
That is very unfortunate.
A cold roll, as they say. Chrissy's never heard of Brady before. Well, you're in luck. He's a Canadian pool and snooker legend. Quite a snooker legend. Alex knows him very well.
Yeah, they were joking and hugging yesterday and reminiscing. So, oh, have you ever seen Alex miss a ball in hand?
I'm telling you, he bleeds. He bleeds like the rest of us.
That's completely out of chapter 3 of my book, bro.
He missed a little one rail kick yesterday, and I looked over at Eric and said, if he was playing you, he would have hit that perfect.
Right, right.
It's kind of just like that's the way it is, right? Brady won a game there, and Alex took his eye off the ball a little bit. It was a combination of both, I think, right?
Yeah. No. If you read my book, that's the first paragraph in chapter 3 is how to dog a ball in hand. I'm awesome at it, so.
I think we've all done it lots of times. It's just, I always say ball in hands, it's underrated. It's not that easy. It's so easy to take the ball you're shooting for granted.
What a great 2-rail kick there.
Does he get paid off by the 5? He doesn't. Good safety from Brady. It's going to buy him a chance to win this game. I think the 5 passed the 6, so these look pretty good. Stay down. No, he doesn't stay down. That's Alex. He likes to jump. Not as much as some Filipinos I know, but lots still. He's not always down on the ball. You could see him lining up to, push the 5 out there, and it's missable when you do that.
Brady's ended up just a hair funny on this one, too, so he's going to have to just kind of stop and take a little more angle than he wanted on the 5-ball, but he's all right.
Yeah, just got to make sure he keeps the cue ball off the rail so I could see him go forward a little bit.
Actually, I didn't think he had the angle to force that forward like that, so that was a great shot.
Yeah, he's okay taking a longer one here, I guess. And it's just a stop shot because he needs angle on the 6. Oh, he did well there.
Yeah, that was cued perfectly.
Well, and under some pressure, I mean, down 4-0, now it's 4-1. You got a chance to get yourself in this match. Definitely some pressure on these balls. You can see him willing an extra little bounce there like he wants it.
Yeah, because he definitely wants to shoot that 8-ball in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, keep it simple. Don't move anything too much. He stayed above this one just a bit.
He might have overrun that a hair, but again, still okay.
Yeah,
I think his line takes him above the 10 and back out, so probably play the 9-ball in the same pocket.
I might be able to pinch it and kind of just stay up there too. Oh, he's going for extra. Don't be on the rail.
I did not see that coming.
No, me either, but I guess he just had that one funny angle, And he knew he didn't need to do too much getting on the 9 because the 10's right there. But he wanted an easier shot than this on the 9.
Yeah,
and under pressure, yeah, this is not fun. That's what you were about to say, right?
These are so tough.
These are not enjoyable. If this was game 1 or, game 4, this is tough. Doesn't matter what game. This is a tough shot.
And it's tough because you don't want to baby this ball either.
That's why you could see him jack up like that. He's contemplating just getting under the cue ball a little and try to stop it right there. And I like that because then you're not going to baby it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to spear this in for sure.
But sometimes you just have to roll them too. I think this isn't the time. Oh,
How did he
did
hit it?
So well. They should be clapping out there. If they're not, it's a shame.
No, he hit that That was stunning.
Yeah, that was sweet. That was really, really sweet. I'm going to be able to hang out for hopefully this whole match. I have league tonight. You had league last night. I have league tonight.
There you go.
Yeah, but not till 7:30, so I'm good till at least 7.
Oh, you don't need to warm up.
No, but I need to organize my team. I'm the captain. Well, I have some good co-captains too, you know. Ethan is a go-getter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So,
another up-and-comer.
yeah, he always takes care of things when I'm not around too. He just makes sure everything's good. Leather Pocket in-house league here. It's been awesome this year. We have a full 8 teams on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday each.
Yeah, it's the funnest league to play out of as well.
It's always been nice. I always enjoyed it just because you get to play on nice tables every week. And you don't have to plug the table. You get a nice cheap green fee and play as long as you want before, as long as you want after kind of thing.
Right.
And, you know.
And I do like that for the players that are new to the game, like we have a gentleman coming over. I guess he'll be starting with us in about 4 or 5 weeks when he finishes with his SML team. And he was like so nervous because he's only about a 400 player. And I was like, no, that's, it's anywhere from a 200 to an 800 plays in this league because it's
really
a
yeah.
cap. So you're not going to run into any teams that are fully stacked of professional players. Everyone has a good time.
Yeah, Alex would struggle to get on a team. His FAR goes too high. Man, this could really be the difference maker. If Brady can get this going, this is the difference to me. And I thought about this if I had played him 10 ball, because I know the break well on this table.
I was actually surprised you played 9 ball.
I could string some together. Well, it was more of a courtesy thing for him.
Oh, okay.
Because he played Eric 10 ball, spotted him the 8-10. I thought, okay, I'll play him even 9 ball. It's late at night. Let's get it on,
Yep, for sure.
That way I knew there's a couple golden breaks. Probably he'll speed it up too, right? But just like 9 ball's a faster game.
It really is, yeah. It's so fun to watch,
but
too.
I was really thinking about this all day was, man, if Brady could get going a little bit, he's definitely capable of running like 5, 6, 7 racks in a row. I've seen him do it.
100%. Yeah, he put a 7-pack when he was practicing that one day together, and he was goofing around with the guys watching.
Even if he just ran like 3 here and there, then it's going to put some heat on Alex.
Alex, it's certainly going to get in Alex's
because
kitchen.
Alex isn't going to run 3. Alex going to win a game and then safety battle a game, and he might win 3 games in a row, but it's not break and run, keeping you in your chair. Looking good on this 3. I think he can just beat the side pocket here, right? Yeah, perfectly. What a great stroke that is.
Yeah, he will take that break and open every day of the week.
Clayton just tuning in on the YouTube wants to know where this tournament being played. It's not a tournament. It's just some exhibition challenge matches with Alex the Lion, Pagulayan in the house for a few days here at Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah, unfortunately for Eric, and didn't really get a chance to get going either. I mean, Eric is a fantastic player here. Ben himself, fantastic player here. And now we got Brady. And I guess the gentleman that arranged this whole thing, Mr. Jimmy Jitsu, might be playing Alex a little bit of an exhibition after this as well, which would be pretty fun to watch.
I would super enjoy that too, because I think then, Jimmy can get in there. He deserves it more than anybody. I mean,
he's put up a lot of money for this event.
He's been very, very generous, and we're super spoiled. I said yesterday, it's almost like I won the lottery. Not quite as cool as that, but it's pretty close. I'm not going to lie. This is what a treat. I mean, I'm a big, big Alex fan, but let's go Brady Golan one time.
Textbook out there, break and run.
But, yeah, big shout-out to Jim Jutsi for putting this together. I mean, What a gem of a human, just spreading the wealth around is nice. He didn't forget who his friends were, you know? I always joke about that with people when they say, I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to win this. Okay, don't forget who your friends are.
Right.
Just remember us little people when you make the big time. I hope Alex will come back too. I think he's been having a really good time.
Yeah, I can't see why he wouldn't. He's been having a blast.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep selling his chalk if he keeps coming back.
And I'll keep buying it if you keep selling it.
We're big fans of Alex. I watch all his streams too. Anytime I'm watching Facebook early in the morning and, oh, there's Alex playing live Chinese 8-ball, right? It's always on in the morning. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, go check them out, guys. Pagulayan.net. Gloves, chalk, apparel. And I love what he's done there, too. You know, such a cool way to keep a legacy is make a brand like that, you know?
Yeah, it's awesome because, and I guess it was in the works for a while, but the fact that it's taken off the way it has, too, I'm super happy for him.
Speaking of taking off,
Wow,
look at this break.
Pound that. Again, that 6-ball comes in, eh? Like Mikey Vernon.
Oh, man. Yeah, that ball is
Or is that the 2
no
ball
bueno.
this time?
2
No,
ball.
it is the 2 ball this
it's
time.
2, but it's, yeah, no good. Right in the way. Yeah, pushing out against Alex is so tough, so you're going to see him kick safe here, I think.
Yeah, 2 rails in behind it. Kick the one through the gap.
Even just the 1 rail.
If you can get it past the 7. Yeah,
in behind, get it by the 7. I think that's what he's thinking. And you have to do that against these players. I do it when I play Brady.
Yeah.
You know, you can't push out. What are you, crazy? He's going to kick safety you to death too, right? Because look how many ways this can turn out. That's not what he was trying to do.
No, 100%, but
there's a billion ways that can turn out, and that's one of them. You could see Alex jump up there pretty quick. He's happy to see any of this ball, but I don't think it helps much. And I wonder if he's, you know.
Yeah, he's got kind of a tough, he'll probably just thin this.
Well, where does the cue ball go is the problem. Can he escape there? Oh, he can.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he could cross it that thick. He did well there. It's a good shot. Brady with the tap of the table. He knows a good shot when he sees one. Another guy I've tried to emulate my game after is Brady. You know, he's not afraid to tell his opponent when they make a good shot. It's okay.
Yeah.
You can still focus when you're there. It's not going to affect you any. And he really preaches that a lot, is don't let what they do bother you, you know, or affect you in any way.
Brady's always so
even make you happy, you know. It shouldn't even do that. It should just, like, keep you level, you know.
Yeah, for a guy that's been around and won as many titles as Brady, and, you know, he's so humble, you know.
He's played at the Crucible. I mean, that's the coolest thing ever. I know you're a big snooker fan, too.
Absolutely.
It just, like, gives me goosebumps when I think about sitting in one of those chairs out there, you know.
Why, as a kid coming up, that's if you're playing snooker, that's the only place you ever want to get to.
It's the coolest thing. It's just like it's like being in the Stanley Cup Finals as a hockey player.
100%.
Okay, Alex thinning this one. Yeah, the 2 does pass the 9, so he's got a good look here to retake some control of this match. Brady only keeps him in his chair for 1 game, but that's, you know, okay. 1 mistake from Alex cost him 2 games. That's kind of what you got to do here. At least be doing that.
100%. Yeah, you've got to, you know, make good on the mistake and then do your best to string 1 or 2 afterwards.
He's so good at that shot.
Well,
rolling the ball precisely, knowing which way the table is going to play.
Exactly. And with that little compact stroke of his, he hits it so good.
And another thing I wanted to watch today just a little closer was, I was watching it a lot last night, was how much he spins the ball. Incredible amount. Like, he is not afraid to load up the slow spin, like super amounts of spin.
Grant and I were talking about that last night. And how many even table length shots that he hits with like inside English. I mean,
and not a little bit. Like
no.
I try to play like, you know, and I teach a lot of just stay within, you know, because you're trying to load up that spin. It's dangerous, right?
It really is.
But this guy, he's so good. And I was talking to him about it earlier, and he's like, yeah, I let the spin do the work, you know? Like, oh, makes sense in a lot of ways, but I try 100%. To let the cue do the work. You know, I got the Revo, and it does the work.
I let the spin cost me matches.
Isn't that the truth, though? It's the side spin that cost me a lot of matches all the time. Probably cost me 3 or 4 shots last night. Yeah. Oh, he's landed just a hair funny on this one, where he's, if he's drawing back, he's into the 9, and if he's going forward, he's got to cheat it a bit. You can see him reaching.
Yeah, I think he has to go forward here, no?
Yeah, he's going forward. I think he's just okay. Just okay. And most tables, or most players, sorry, probably get about center table there, but he just goes through every ball, you know?
Yeah, see how much outside English he had on that ball? He was 2 tips off center there.
And he, you know, used the extra rail nice there where, you know, I might just kind of slow juice that one out sometimes too and not use the extra rail. Smart, he uses the extra rail. Kevin wants to know, am I playing? I played last night, Kevin. It was a good one. I had fun. Alex, a fun guy to play. I learned lots.
Well, that's it too. Is it's not only fun to watch him, but what an education that we're getting for free as, you know, pool enthusiasts. You get to see, you know, how a pro approaches the table, how he spins the ball, how he, you know, how he sees everything. It's quite awesome. Because I'm sitting here going, you know, in my own head, I'm going, oh, how would I play this shot? And then Alex is kind of in his head going, don't listen to Ryan, you play it this way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so there's a lot of things I'm going to take away from watching him play these matches and definitely work on and apply to my game, so.
Oh, me too. I'm looking forward to, hopefully, tomorrow, maybe some time to play in one pocket. I'm hoping.
So Corey Saddleback must have just crawled out from underneath a chunk of granite.
Who's Alex?
He says, who's Alex?
He's got to just be making jokes.
Haven't seen that man around in a while.
And Darcy wants to know if there's a handicap in this one. No. I think Brady's playing even.
Yeah, they are playing even Steven.
And I think these guys know each other well enough that I'm not sure Alex would have been too thrilled with spotting him anything either. Maybe something very small, but.
Yeah, you might have given him the call bank 9.
And a question on the YouTube was, is Brady a world snooker champion? No. And then the next question was, who is the other world champion that Canada has outside of Alex? And it's a snooker world champion, not Brady, but it's Cliff Thorburn.
Right.
But Brady did go deep in the World Championship, I think, once.
Yeah, top 16 or something?
I want to say 16, yeah. And he did play on the World Snooker Tour for a little while. Kept his, you know, tour card for a little bit.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to mix it up with the beasts over in England.
He was a player, man. And he still is. And
I mean, when you think about it, we've only had a handful of guys to do that. I mean, we've had, obviously, Cliff Thorburn. We've had Stephen.
Yeah, Kirk.
Stephen Kirk.
Yeah,
Kirk
Stevens. And
we've had Alain Robidoux.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brady.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple other guys went over there and came right back.
Yeah,
right?
they were, it was
they weren't over there long.
Eye-opening for sure.
Yeah. Oh, nice stroke. But does he get enough? He doesn't. Didn't get enough underneath that. He kind of punched it a little, and he was looking to smooth it.
Yeah, he's calling it in the side, though. So
Yeah, we'll see. He's going to most likely get close here, and if he hits the correct side of it, he might get the cue ball safe underneath the 4.
Yeah, he could roll up and hide behind the 5-4 there.
These guys are so good at hitting the correct side of the ball. Well, there were a lot of good ways that could turn out. That's kind of one of them, but he might not like his next shot.
Yeah, I mean, Alex could make this ball, but there's really no payoff for it, so he's probably going to just roll that 3 ball to the back rail and super glue him to the back of the 5.
And I like this comment, Warren. I don't think Brady was a world snooker champion, probably Canadian champion. Good point there was he was Canadian snooker champion 30 years apart, which to me is a pretty unbelievable feat in any country, but especially a country as big as Canada. There's a lot of players, a lot of good snooker players. For him to do that 30 years apart, it's pretty impressive. And it's Cliff Thorburn, Bill. Cliff Thorburn. If you search or Google Canadian snooker champion, it'll come up because there's only one of them.
Yep. And he was number 1 in the world at one point too, wasn't he? Or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. First televised 147, Cliff Thorburn.
Yep, Cliff had the first televised one, and I remember Kirk Stevens had a 147 at the Benson and Hedges Classic back in the late 80s.
Somebody shared it recently, John Mora, and I saved it and showed a handful of people. Like, not only did he run a 147, but he did it in the most styling suit ever.
Right. That white tux of his, that was beauty.
And so I asked John Jorgensen about this a little bit, and he said, yeah, he would show up to tournaments, and they had a dress code. You weren't allowed to wear that. And so they'd get you in the kind of in the dressing room, and look at this shot. Oh, he hit it
How
sweet.
did he hit that?
So they'd get you in the dressing room and make sure that you were dressed properly, and then, approve you to go out. So he was fine.
Okay.
And when he went out, he was wearing the white suit.
Yeah.
He changed on the way there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And so they would fine him or whatever. But
yeah. But knowing Kirk, he wouldn't have cared.
He had style, and I really like that. There needs to be more of that in pool. I talk about that with Alex. He knows he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
and that's part of his job, right?
Yeah,
the ticket sales to a lot of the events is what pays his wage with the added money. He's got to entertain the sponsors, and
100%.
It's his job, right?
Well, that's why Alex is a favorite at any tournament. Whether he may not be the favorite to win, but he is certainly the people's champ.
Crowd favorite.
Yeah, 100%. They can't wait to see Alex. You never know what antics he's going to pull.
He likes to chat it up with the crowd, jump around. I mean, he might long jump the length of the pool table. He could 3-rail kick a ball with his foot. I want to see if he'll do it after.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool side hustle. He's got that 3-rail kick with his foot to land on the bill. I was like, that's crazy.
I'll put up a little bit of money just to watch him do it.
Right.
That's fine. I can lose $50 just to watch him do it. It's okay.
It's funny, all these pros have that one little side trick they do.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is still Jay Klatz, where he throws the 5
coins.
quarters from across the room
quarters.
and gets them to land either all heads or all tails.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
The side hustles are fun. The Alex long jump is a pretty fun one. Does he get enough of this? I think he just did, but the kick is pretty easy here.
Can he see the outside of that 3 to call the 10 ball, played as a 2-way?
I don't think he'll even consider it. I think he's going to look at the kick, because if there's enough room between the 3 and the rail, he can really stick him here. It's kind of natural as long as there's enough room there.
I just thought maybe the cue ball's a little steep, but...
Oh, first ever 147 at the World Championship, not televised. Yeah, that's right. Right.
Yeah, see, if he'd have gone for it and hit it harder.
It was on.
It was on. I mean, he's definitely, that's the smarter shot, is making sure you're covered the 3, but if Alex can see the outside of the 3 ball, now the carom is on off the rail onto the 10, right? And his cue ball will naturally track up table for the safety.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was probably worried, if it doesn't go, he's probably just going to hang it there, and then Alex will find a way to make it anyway, so it didn't matter. Okay, there's that shot. That was cool. He hit it like break speed to get it to do that, but that's fun.
Yeah, I kind of liked Brady taking that combo on as well.
I guess he maybe had to, if that's the result. Is Alex still playing with Carmeli cues? This funny, I asked him earlier. I'm sure you asked him about his cues too. And really, the long or the short story of what kind of cue that is that Alex is playing with is it's an Alex custom cue.
Yeah, it's actually, I knew it right away by looking at it. I'm a huge connoisseur of cues, as everybody in probably the country knows. So I asked Alex today if it was a Brent Summers, and it sure is. Yeah, so.
But he's done so much customization to the cue that he says it's a Alex custom now.
Yeah, it's now an Alex custom.
Okay, that side break. It's deadly. You're not getting a shot very often. You see it in real life here, although, like we mentioned early, this guy is the best in the world at sticking and moving. He's going to leave him a shot here.
Yeah, he left that whole cut. Surprising.
Well, he knows where the 4 is. That's what this is. He can let Brady get on this side of the 3, but what do you do with the 4?
Yeah, the 4 is a bit of a touchy shot. It's hard to tell from our angle, but I don't think it goes past the 10.
But maybe the 4-6 is playable?
Yeah.
And if he lands on our left side of the 3, then cue ball's going over there. See.
And I know Alex, when he left Ariel Carmeli, he was playing for a while with Steve Lomax equipment.
Lomax, yeah.
So.
Nice shot.
And I mean, Steve is by far one of the premier cue makers on this planet.
Absolutely, yeah. He's got a ton of really nice work for sure.
I've always wanted to add a Steve Lomax break cue to my arsenal, but
one day, hey?
One day.
Oh, he goes into it. What's he going to get? Nothing. He got nothing. He got the 6 tied up too, which, you know, most times I would say plays in Brady's favor, but
just no rolls for him yet.
I rewatched the Eric match from yesterday, Eric and Alex, and because Eric and I were talking about how many times he was kicking, so I counted how many times he was kicking or jumping was 16 times. He hit 14 of them, but there were some rolls. I mean, as good as Alex played, there was like 2 or 3 moments where if the roll went Eric's way, it's a whole different situation, right?
100%.
Well, this is really nicely
controlled. What a touch there.
Yeah, to bank that ball over there at that speed, that's a really nice touch for sure.
And you've got to hit that real good to make sure you get that hidden. Alex is calling it up in the top corner.
He's going to hit it at a speed where the cue ball goes towards the 8. No, he just firms it.
Yeah, I kind of thinking he would go enough that the 4 ball would come back up table, but I didn't think he was going to hit it that hard. But he's got away with it.
Yeah, you could see him hold his hand up right away because he's got a little lucky, and there's some blockers here.
Yeah, that 10 is huge for taking the escape off the bottom rail.
And the 5 and the side horn. The side horn might be the biggest problem of all. Because he could kick up near the 5, but that side horn's huge. So he's looked, maybe can go by the 10 a little bit. Or he's got to go 3 rails, 2-3 rails into it.
Yeah, it's tough. I think I can kind of have to go off the short rail with some left-hand English.
You see what he looked at there. Yeah, that's tough, right?
Yeah, I'd be a little nervous hitting this shot for sure.
Oh, man, this is not easy. This is really spin control off the rail.
Because he's got to hit this square and kind of get that 4 ball 2 rails around too.
It's so easy to overspin it. And don't break this stuff out.
No, he didn't want that to open up, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, the 5/8's playable, and then Alex could find a way from the 5 to the 6, but it's not super easy. A little bit of work.
Yeah, he's just having a look now at that combo is pretty wired up, so just kind of float the 4 ball past the 8 and roll out and leave himself a little bit of an angle to cut into that 8. the 5-8.
He'll be playing it for sure. One thing I definitely learned yesterday was something I always knew. You do have to stay on the aggressive side, you know. As soon as he saw that I was going to fire back, he got more aggressive instead of less.
Right.
Where most players, they get less. They start playing more safeties and tighten up a little.
Yeah, exactly.
And his patterns, like, increased in aggressiveness. It was like he's going to go for it more. And I thought, oh, I always knew that's how we were supposed to do this.
Yeah, you want to come play with the big dogs.
Yeah, like,
you better learn to bite.
You better go for it. You know, you can't chicken out. Like, some players there, you know, they might have played safe because a 6 is a little awkward and there's a 5-8 combo.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, right? But to Alex, he just thinks he trusts himself. And he believes in him, you know, the work that he's put in. And so he knows he can just land straight on this 5, draw back.
Yep. Well, see, that was the tricky part to that whole combo is if he doesn't get straight, how do you get around for that 6 ball? Now you're forcing the cue ball 3 or 4 rails, but he's ended up perfect just to draw straight back to play it in the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah, he should be able to pinch this one. The way these pockets are playing, oh, yeah, pinched it beautifully. And it's going to stay just a little off the rail. Helps him a bit here. Oh, small shake of the head. Yeah. Maybe not perfect. Maybe you got to negotiate a rub of the 7 a bit.
He's looking to dig in and draw it back. Play the 7 in the same pocket. Oh, no.
He tries to go through it.
He got away with it.
But yeah, he's laughing to himself because he did. He got away with it. He was trying to get further through it. He just doesn't miss those, right?
Yeah, it's...
I try to talk myself into that.
Just you can say jinx in your head over and over. He ain't missing.
Yeah, just don't miss those, you know? Like, he's just so good at always making those. Oh, another big thing, he's getting used to those tight pockets, right? And Chinese 8-ball, so he's definitely more accurate at this point in his career than maybe ever.
Yeah, I would agree.
His cue ball control's always been maybe the best in the whole world. But accuracy is definitely increasing. And he's not that old. He's only 46. I mean, lots of players play good till they're well into their 50s, right?
Yeah. I'm really happy that you said at 46 he's not that old, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Makes me feel good.
Big shout out to Leather Pocket. All the staff here doing an amazing job. I saw,
including yourself,
one of the servers walk by. Thank you. I appreciate that. Switching to the other side. Hey, this is twice in a row he went to the other side.
Yeah, he's getting no love out of that break.
That's worrying if you're him. I mean, I know he's up 7-3, but you hate to be giving up control to Brady every game.
Yeah, and like you said earlier in the match that he was breaking from center table like Brady last night and having no love at all either. So that's kind of a good thing for us, though. If Alex figures out the break, well, then we're...
And it's over quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll all be calling 911.
Ramin says, you guys should come and play snooker if you want your accuracy to go up. It can certainly help in some ways, but I think it's such a different game. Different cue, smaller balls, rails bounce different, cloth is napped. You know, it's just like, to me, it's, I don't know, badminton, tennis, and table tennis are all racket sports.
Yeah.
But very, very different. And this is a cue sport, but like 3 cushion, I've played that a handful of times. It's so much different.
Yeah.
It's a world of different than this. The ball is bigger.
And, you know, with the eyes going a little as we get older, too, it's you just don't see the edges of those balls the same. I mean, you can fake it a little bit when you play snooker all the time. You kind of know where to hit the ball. You know you're going to end up with a kind of a certain result within within a certain percentage. But yeah, it's 46 isn't that old, but 46-year-old eyes is ancient in the pool world.
On a snooker table,
yeah.
I think there's a pretty good snooker tournament coming up that Ramin is hosting, and I'm super looking forward to going and watching it at his new room here in Calgary.
Yeah, that's so awesome that
Snooker
we're getting
Academy.
a snooker room.
Congrats to Ramin out there doing good work for the snooker scene. I love to see it. Brady said he entered, and I was like, oh, it's going to be fun to come watch. I hope Albert's there. Not Augustine. I hope he's there in the crowd, but
Yeah.
Albert Kenny.
Yeah.
Good shot from Brady there on the one. That one was tricky. Super thin, and he went up and down. Pretty sweet shot.
Can he jam on the 7 here to open that up? If he cuts the 2 in the... Oh, he went through. Okay. Knew he was going to cut the 2 in the side. I just wasn't sure if he was going to try to open the 7, 10, and 4 up there. I don't think he has to. I think everything's got a pocket.
He definitely doesn't have to, but it was there if he needed to. He held angle nice here, though. He could have overran this, but he's landed, I think, perfect. Just stunned this one over a little bit. They lay pretty nice. 6 to the 7 to the 8 isn't so bad. You got a lot of movement there.
Yeah, his body language there suggested that he might have thought he overcut that or something, maybe.
He's trying to shark Alex a little bit. Make him think he missed. Oh, no, he didn't miss. Jesse Nickel, yeah, Snooker Academy. Just scroll through Calgary pool scene a little bit. You'll find it.
Yeah, I guess it opens a week from Monday, right? Was the target opening date?
I think something like that. Ramin would know best, but Jesse, yeah. Even if you go to Calgary pool scene, search Ramin's name. Ramin. Or just message him. He's in the comment above you. He'll give you the details. He's got to shoot this in the corner. There's no way he's shooting this in the side. He's looked at the side twice, and I'm thinking, you got to be out of your mind to shoot this in the side, right?
Yeah.
You'd shoot this in the corner, no?
Yeah, it's probably...
I guess he wants angle on the 6 so he's not shooting the 7 in the side, but I wouldn't have minded shooting the 7 in the side.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I would have had the confidence to go around the 2 rails like that and risk bringing the corner into play, so I would have just kind of probably stunned it up in the corner. But, I mean, he's got way better angle doing it this way.
Yeah, I like it this way, the way he played it. It looks good. But you could see he just really didn't want to play the 7 in the side, you know?
Yeah, and that 6 ball wiped its feet 2 or 3 times before it decided to come in the front door.
Oh, and that's why you could see his cue ball crash into the 10. I think if he puts the 6 in clean...
Yeah, he's goes around that.
Yeah, he's going to get around it.
Now he's got to go around the world again for the 8 ball, right?
He's pretty good at this shot. I've seen him shoot this a whole bunch of times. I don't think I've ever seen him miss it. I might be exaggerating slightly, but he's probably missed it 1 in 1,000 times that I've seen him shoot it. Coming around like that, he's so accurate.
Yeah, he's the professor at those shots for sure.
He really is.
And it was nice the advice he'd given me the one day. We were just kind of goofing around together, and I played a shot where I'd stopped the ball, and I kind of, instead of stopping, it kind of slid over maybe 2 or 3 inches and kind of half ball hooked myself on something. And Brady said, you know, the natural path there, if you just would have hit that ball even center with a little tops, it's going to go the 2, 3, 4 rails out, like around the angles, and you end up center table. So just let that ball out, let your stroke out, and let it go. Cue ball naturally travel where it's going to. And so he reset it up, and I hit it his way. And yeah, I got center table. I didn't have to let up on the shot at all. I wasn't worried about a decel or anything, and I got absolutely perfect on it. So now I look for that stuff, you know.
Really good advice. Yeah, I like that. Anytime you're telling a player, like, really just go through it, let the ball do what it wants to do, you know, like don't be shy about it. You gotta, you know. I think the Filipinos have a way of saying too, where it's like let the ball do what it wants to do. So instead of sometimes we try to like stun it, force an angle, do something different, you know, just let it do, like let it roll through, let it play the angle it naturally wants to do, you know.
Yep.
I think these guys are taking a 2-minute break. Just a little washroom break here.
I think I will as well.
Yeah,
quick
absolutely.
Washroom break.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Good idea. I probably will too. right, just in time to watch Alex 2 rails into that ball pretty nicely, but he's not going to like his next shot. If he gets one, assuming Brady doesn't take on this 3-ball combo and do something crazy here. I think he just chips the one up to the top rail there and try to keep the cue ball under the 4, 9, 8. You can see him give it the full thought. You don't just shoot these ones and hook them. You got to do something with it. Yeah, see how he spun extra into that? Important. Corey Saddleback, they're playing an exhibition match. That's what, you know, we don't disclose the bet often here on the stream. None of our business, really. So we try to stay away from those numbers, you know. But they're playing for something. I'll tell you what, if we're streaming a match, it's and it doesn't say pie in the face match, then it's probably for something. Which I'm super looking forward to having Alex out one day for a pie in the face match. Look at that. He catches the edge and he gets away with it. That couldn't have worked out much better. Yeah, there you go, Jesse Nickel. Steph tagged you. See what he has in mind here. Another safe, or maybe go out to 6 here a bit. With the billiard. Oh, he's trying to go behind it. He did not catch that the way he wanted. $60K like the Filipino bros. I don't think it's quite that much. But it's enough to keep them interested, let me tell you. Okay, what's he got here? Looks like the 4 will pass the 9 pretty easy. And he nudges the 8. Smart. Now the 8 goes quite a bit more comfortably. It's all those little things that really make up such an elite player such as Alex. So many small little intricacies go into playing that level of pool. And looking pretty good to retake some control here after Brady with a nice last rack. Couldn't put one on him again, though. I like how Alex isn't wasting any time here.
Yeah, he's just getting the job done.
nice to see, you know, because I know he doesn't always play too quick, especially as he's, you know, aging. You got to take an extra second here and there to aim, right?
100%.
Not so easy.
Yeah, it was a little delayed getting back here. When we first came into the booth here, it was a little quiet out there. Now there's a lineup around the block for the washroom. Place is packed.
It's packed.
Yeah, so anyone in the area, if you want to come down and see the ex-world champion, you know, feed a beating to all the locals here, come on down to Leather Pocket.
It sounds like he's going to give a beating to one of the owners after this.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Should be fun to watch. Back to the other side. I like him better from that side. I think he is getting slightly better results. The other side, he was kind of just sliding off and not hitting it good. Does he have the window here?
I was just thinking the same thing. You just took the words right out of my mouth. If he does, that'd be gross.
I think he threw his hand up in there like he did. And look how quick he's getting down on this ball. What's he do with the 4? That's the question. 3 to 4, really tricky.
I think if he slides out, he can. If he gets just the window between the 6-10.
Yeah, does it go in the lower right?
I think it does.
Okay, from where he just pointed over there, I guess so. He wasn't panicking about it when he shot the opener. That's what made me think that was a little easier than I thought at first glance.
And he's definitely got to stay fairly steep on it to get around for the 5, because the 4 to the 5, it'll be a little bit tricky. He's gotten perfect.
And like any great player, when they get comfortable, they're super dangerous. They start to get in a rhythm, start to just kind of float around the table. You know, they start to see the out easier. Nothing clouding their judgment. Cue ball on a string helps. That's a good shot.
That is a great shot. Just about a tip of left-hand English on that ball to straighten it back out off the short rail.
Oh, looked like he caught that one a little thick for a second.
I think he might have got a bad contact there. Looked like he might have got a little bit of a skid on that.
I think he likes to slide them in there too, you know, and use the whole pocket. I'm sure he's always been that kind of player, but I think maybe more so after some Chinese 8-ball lately. Being able to use all of these pockets, probably a lot easier.
Yeah, what are our pockets here? 4 1/4?
Yeah, they're 4 1/4, yeah. They're playing big right now. The cloth is sliding in nicely.
Yeah, well, it's what happens when you have a fantastic room owners and they recloth every table.
Yeah, they're really good once a year. Len always had it that way, and we'll try to keep it that way as long as we can.
You know, I was thinking about that the other day. You know, I used to sit and have conversations with Len for hours and hours in our back table there in the corner, and you know, his dream was to always, you know, come in here and not be able to move, you know, and it's at that level now, and he'd be so proud of what you guys have accomplished as a team here.
I appreciate that. I've had a handful of people tell me that lately, and it means a lot every time. I know he'd be so happy. Him and Alex, they would have been 2 peas in a pod.
Oh, yeah.
He would have loved Alex.
And Len might have been the only one shorter than Alex.
He might have been. You know, this Alex, he's pretty short.
Yeah,
what an out there.
I sent my mom and a couple other people the picture of Alex and I together when we finished our 1 pocket match. And my mom was, or my ex, Tammy, was like, wow, you look like a giant compared to him.
You're a giant. They built pool tables for Alex's height.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's no surprise he's very good at this game. Is Johnny going to play? Johnny. Which Johnny?
Yeah, we got a few.
Johnny Pay-Pompey? I don't think so. He's in BC.
Now that would be a good match if we could get Johnny Mora out here with Alex and let them go at it on the 9-foot. That would be amazing.
They're too good of friends. They'd just be chopping it up.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the 2 split the gap between the 9-4, and he's got no shot here. After a nice break and run in the last rack, I mean, I think that might have been the second break and run this match.
Just tie the 7 up with the 8-ball here on a push.
Yeah, I think so. He's not afraid to let Brady have the cue ball in the open, which to me is dangerous. If I'm pushing out against Brady and the cue ball's not on the rail, I'm not thrilled.
Yeah, Brady's just having a look to see if it goes in the bottom left there.
I think it might. Oh, what about John Jorgensen now? There's a good question.
Yeah, I thought that was actually going to happen. I thought they were playing like a little bit of an exhibition match.
That would have been fun. I'm not sure Jorgensen's up for a race to 17, but I don't see why they couldn't play a race to 9.
Yeah.
You know, for some little something in the middle. And I would put 50 in the middle on Jorgensen's side to see it happen.
Absolutely.
Oh, and now he's looking at something really crazy. Look at this.
Yeah, he's eyeballing up that combo on the 10.
Is this desperation mode?
I don't think so, because it looks like the way that he has to hit it, the cue ball may jam like on the 9 and send the 2 down towards the back middle dot there.
Okay, so he
might
does
have
see a two-way, yeah. You would think he would. I don't think I've ever seen him just flyer at a shot.
Yeah, if this
you know?
was a flyer, there'd be no way he's taking that
It's
on.
always calculated, so he's got to have some kind of two-way. Oh, he
How
hit it
does that
sweet.
stay out?
Oh, that's super unlucky. And
yeah, I think he's just left the combo for Alex.
Yeah, and even if he couldn't see the 2, I think he could jump it pretty easy, but he can see it. No two-way with that shot.
Nope.
He played it all one way, you know. I thought he saw a two-way, but he didn't. He went for it.
Sure did. Hey, thanks a lot, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it was a
absolutely.
pretty tough
Congrats.
field.
Yeah, I forgot to, I mean, I know it's not the biggest deal and whatnot, but still, you won something is good, right?
Yeah.
$300. Nothing wrong with that. Now you're like free rolling, you know.
Looking forward to that tournament. I've been going to put some serious work in and try to take that one down.
Yeah, you know where to find me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alex looking at kind of running away with this. It's exactly what he did to me and Eric. He just like a little bit close early and then bang. Big lead.
I really appreciate that, Clinton. Thank you very much. And thanks for tuning in again, buddy. That's Blake's twin brother.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that man loves the game of pool.
Oh, yeah, big time. Those homes, they love some pool. I loved, Alex, very approachable, very personable guy. Like Schmidt said it best. He said, you love pool, I love pool, we can be friends, right? He's like not above anybody. And Alex is very much like that too. Like we're all just pool lovers. We just love this game, you know? Like anybody like Clinton or Blake, I have a ton of respect for them because they love pool so much, right?
Yep.
Cue ball gets kissed in. Just kidding. No luck for Brady.
No, and I think he's got the windows all the way down to the 1
Oh,
ball
yeah.
again.
And the 1 passes the 6. These are the breaks, right? But you create your own luck. I'm a firm believer of that. And Brady would be the first one to tell you there is no luck in pool.
Yeah.
And I've figured it out, Ryan. You know why he says that? He's trying to preach to us that stop thinking about it, stop blaming it, stop. It's not even a factor. It is a factor. But he keeps saying there is none because if you just think there is none,
right,
stop thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
Too often you hear players, I got lucky.
I
got
many
lucky.
bad rolls.
Oh, it's like every time. Oh, it was, it was this, it was that.
Yeah. And it's funny, though, when they talk about, I got so many bad rails, you forget about all the good ones you got in that match, too, right? They kind of even out over time.
I love to think that it would even out over time if you're a good person.
But I do like that analogy, that there's just no luck, There is no spoon.
That's right. That's exactly right. Man, he's fearless at those kind of shots where I've just backed off of those. The more I've started to play pool, the more I'll pinch that, stun it over, take the other angle on the 3.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm too scared of rolling the ball nowadays.
I am too.
He played for the kiss. Unbelievable shot. To kiss the top side, and that's why he took the little roll shot there.
Yeah, he knew that angle.
It's another something I probably would have missed, to be honest. I would have tried to get from the 6 to below the 7 somehow. Yeah, he played that really sweet, and he's got a great chance here to open up a good sizable lead. Definitely not counting out Brady. You don't want to give him any breathing room. I like this route, 3 rails.
Yeah, and he smoothed that in so nice.
Yeah, he doesn't force the spin. He wasn't lying. He's letting the spin do the work.
Yeah, well, he's certain you're going to see another one here. He's got to go kind of 2 rails out from that left-hand side pocket or corner pocket out for the 8 as well.
I wonder if you use the extra rail, the top rail here. Oh, he crashed the 10 a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he couldn't force through because he didn't spin it that much, and he still crashed the 10. I thought he might have to go forward there, like a little heavier, but definitely the 10 was in play.
I mean, this is not the easiest of shots, but for Alex, it's fairly elementary. He'll cut this down the rail and come back and forth across the table for the 9.
Certainly got to be good at edging the ball as you get to his speed, you know. Oh, he hit it super thick.
Yeah, did he ever?
Oh, wow. I haven't seen him hit a ball that bad since he got here.
Yeah.
Minus the ball in hand.
Kind of looked like he speared at that one a little bit.
Not as smooth as some of his strokes, that's for sure. And
well, Brady's certainly licking his chops here. Get back at that table.
And we talked about breathing room. You don't want to give him any. He'll come back on you. We talked about the break lots too. Oh, I like how he used the extra rail here. Yeah. Easy to just go 2 rails back and forth, but that's when you miss it like Alex did.
Or you end up 50-yard line, right? You get that
Sweet.
pure.
Brady to stay alive here very much.
Yeah, he's happy he's still in this game.
Andrew Sprague, how you doing, pal? 10-5. Still alive very much.
Wonder if Brady's just thinking, I just got to get to 11. That way I can rub it in on Ben.
Not going to lie. I was trying to win more games than Eric. We were playing a different game, but I wasn't getting a spot.
You know, I know
so
you're
I thought,
even.
Well, if I could just win more games than Eric.
Yeah, I'll feel a little better.
Then I'm definitely going to feel good. But then I got to 7, which was how many Eric got, and I thought, I'd like to get to 10. And when I got to 10, I thought, if I could just get to 12, I was trying to take short steps, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't want to, like, oh, I'm going to win 10 games in a row. Like, no. Let's just, like, win a couple. And then, obviously, it's just the cliche, win this game, right?
I got this far, so I just kept running.
That's right. That's exactly right. This is the story of, like, my last 2 years of my life. I'm looking, 10 kilometers? Oh, I'll just keep going.
Oh, that's right. You started jogging,
I made it this far. Yeah, I started jogging, yeah.
Gave up the smoking and started jogging?
And jogging is the word because I am very slow. When it comes to running, I'm not fast by any means.
Yeah, but you're not doing any short distances. You were saying earlier you were doing 7 or 10 kilometers today or something?
Yeah, I like to do 7. I found a good 7-kilometer route.
That's awesome. Good for you.
But I think it's important for this too. You know, it's like lower your heart rate a bit. So when you get really nervous here, then your heart rate's a little lower than what it, usually would be.
Well, and having that extra little bit of stamina doesn't hurt in a long match.
It's got to be the biggest factor for me in these long tournaments. Making the finals over and over and over again is like being able to just stay awake.
Yeah.
Because I got to be here early and, Brady, he mishit that break. That's the first one I've seen him hit bad.
Yeah, I think that's his first dry break.
Yeah, he came off the side of it a little bit.
Does Alex have the window to pot this, or is he just kind of kicking it up past the 5 ball here?
I think he's got it, but does he have position is the question. He loves a slow spin. Look at that. Yeah, just slow spin it over there. No problem.
Wow.
Just from 9 feet away.
Yeah, we'll just, get dead perfect.
And thanks, Mitch. And good to see you in the chat there, Andrew. Yeah, it has been a long time. Have to make it out that way again. You've been to Charlottetown, PEI before?
No, I have not.
No. Nice place. Island life,
Yeah. The good life.
Different people out there, just super kind. Okay, he's got to make a good shot here still.
Oh,
And he punched it heavy into the side rail.
Yeah, he thicked that one too.
Oh, you got to know he's talking to himself now. Not too many times he's missing a ball like that.
Yeah, fortunately and unfortunately for Brady, he's straight on. So he's going to have to put a good stroke on this, but he's got to try to find that window now between the 8 and 9.
Get the cue ball back where it is now is the target, but how hard is that? If anybody can do it, he can do it. He's got to stay smooth on this one.
Stop.
Well, if it keeps going, he's perfect too. Yeah, I think he's got it in the side pocket. Is he coming around to look at the 4? He is.
He is, yeah. He got a silver medal there.
Yeah, definitely. He put a smooth stroke on it, so sometimes you just deserve good things to happen when you hit the ball good, you know? And he likes to say, clean living.
Yeah.
It's just clean living. He's, somebody mentioned Alex was helping it was you who mentioned he's helping high school kids. I run a junior program on Sundays, and without saying a word to Brady, I think he intentionally showed up early twice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, just to and he's super encouraging, you know. He'll just tell the kids, oh, what a great shot that was, but next time, you know, just turn your hand, you know, hold the cue properly.
Yeah.
But he says it in such a nice way, you know.
That's awesome. And it's so good that the junior program is running out of here too. Like it's super important to the game, to the future of the game too.
It might be the most important thing for sure is try to have a generation after us. And there are some super players like Denzel DeCastro and Dustin and Justin and Narcisse Jr. Pipestem. They can shoot. Those kids can shoot.
Can they ever? Yeah, Dustin just went really deep in that last tournament at the spot there.
Yeah, and he went deep at Canadians, runner-up.
Good for him.
Denzel with a third-place finish at Canadians, too. Like, the kids are really good. And then, of course, Dylan Zemp there, he can hold the cue, right? And my boy can shoot a bit, too.
Absolutely.
Dylan, he's a go-getter. He just loves to play, right? Dylan Zemp, Grant and Steph's boy.
Yeah, well, that kid, I think they have to beat him off the table at home.
That's right. They haven't set up their table yet. And I said,
okay.
do you ask them every day? And he said, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, when are we setting up the pool table? Come on, get on it.
Yeah, I played your little guy. That was a while back, and that's why I gave him the nickname Fluke Skywalker.
He loves it still.
You know, and the kid's like, you know, this game's easy, Ryan. All you got to do is this, and he's just pounding balls in on me, and he runs like 2 tables on me, and a couple of them were flukes, but he's so cocky about it, which is what I love about it. He's like, see, told you.
And
you know?
he can, oh yeah, and he can spear him in sometimes.
He sure can.
Grow up around the game.
Yeah, he plays good.
Brady looking good here. Nice shot this is. And this is for a couple games in a row, and especially I kind of have like a list of notes that are important in matches. One of them is like finding moments, you know. Alex just made 2 big mistakes 2 games in a row.
Yep.
You know, can you put it on him right now? This is an important moment, right? You can make him think about those misses.
100%.
You know, he might have been up 12-4. Instead, it's going to be 10-6 in a second.
Yeah, with Brady breaking too, so it could very well be, 10-7, 10-8. Because Brady's been breaking really, really well. And I mean that his opening ball is not going to get covered all night. I mean, he's been fairly unlucky up until now, but
I just hit the last one, so I'm willing to bet he corrects here and probably hits this one nice, you know.
That's the thing with these guys at this level. You'll notice anyone viewing out there is if the one break isn't working, they'll make those adjustments. I mean, Alex is moving side to side trying to find, the ideal area. Even if he's making a ball off the break and doesn't like the way they're spreading, he'll change up his break, right? So
you have to make those small adjustments, right? And he's very good at going to the other side and, good from both sides, good from the middle. Man, he had a really powerful break from the middle, just like crazy speed. He just wasn't getting that pop. I think you need that, little bit of Shane Fetter pop in there.
100% got to get that pop off the head ball.
But his flat cue ball was, I'd like to measure it because he had it flying. Sounds like he's here until Saturday morning, possibly. But we're not sure yet. So you better get down here tonight. But I don't think he can spare for your league team. Or mine, for that matter. I think he would just fit in our Fargo, too, if I didn't play.
Yeah, that's true, too, right?
Which, we'll see how this match goes, but I have a spare out there that can play for me, too. So I might not have to miss any of this great action. Look at this break.
Yeah, he hit that one pure. So good. And he made 2 balls.
Just a little mishit to the opposite side, so then he's not getting shape on the 1, you know? He's trying to hit it just a little bit on the side that he's breaking from.
Right.
That kind of pushes the 1 up over the top right corner, but he's getting the first look. This is the most important thing.
Yeah, the nice thing is, too, with this shot is, I mean, how thin he's got to hit that 1 ball to that upper left-hand corner. He's got natural to track, you know, straight up and down table to get on the 2. And if he gets good on the 2, about where his cue ball is now, I mean, this one should be all over but for the crying.
Yeah, this is a big shot. He's going to try to make it happen here, and I like that. He's just cueing over top of this 2 a little. It's going to make it tough, and reaching a hair. Well, the reach isn't too bad. But the cueing over the ball is what makes this really hard. Yeah, easy to hit it thick. He always knew he had a 2-way there. As long as he doesn't leave it in the pocket, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty unlikely in leather pocket right now, the way the tables are playing. They're sliding in nicely. No, I cannot spare either, sorry. And yeah, Peter Wood, you got that right. Kudos to LP. Kudos to Jim for having Alex come out, putting some of these players up against them.
Oh, you might have scratched here.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he wanted to hit that full and kick the 1 ball and leave the cue ball right where the 1 ball was.
But exactly right, yeah.
Just nicked that second rail. Again, Brady will be licking his chops.
And, I mean, what a great chance to get this to within 3 games. Start to claw back a bit here, and it's got some good table time happening, and you gotta love it.
Yeah, and watch what pace he hits this 1 ball at still. Even though it's close, he still strokes through that ball. That's
Yeah,
the important thing, right?
Doesn't let up, and he's not trying to be straight in on the 2. You can see bounce off the side rail, and
yeah, don't try to get dead perfect and just use the cue ball weight to stay where it is now. Don't be afraid to give it that little extra and come off that long rail.
That's right. Darcy wants to know, is the millionaire guy the owner of LP? He's one of the owners, part owner. The millionaire guy, Jim Jutsi.
Yep.
And thanks for sharing, Rob Heimers, and liking. All right, he landed a little thin on this one, but I think he's going to be okay. See if he plays a 6 into the corner or the side. Oh, he's really coming around. That's super surprising, but I did mention earlier he's really good at that shot.
Yep, 100%. Well, he certainly guarantees himself being on the right part of the right side of the 7 ball with that.
And he knew he had the corner on the 6 or the side.
Right.
If he kind of comes up a little short, he can shoot the 6 in the side as well. The corner's handy here, though. And he's got a nice stroke to kind of let it go there. So if he keeps landing on these kind of lines, that's where he wants to be. Doesn't want to be rolling the ball in where maybe Alex likes the roll and the slow spin a little more.
I'd agree.
Brady got a little more of a, a firmer game.
Yeah, Brady likes to let his stroke out a bit more for sure.
Might be just having Brady around for a while, but I've kind of liked to play like that too. I think I picked it up from Joe, actually. Joe Spence likes to play the game that way.
Yeah, Joe likes
just
to experiment too.
Move him around a bit, and play aggressive.
Yeah, we don't see much of Joe around here anymore. Comes out for some of the big tournaments, but...
Talking about moving back out here, he's looking for a place.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Miss having him around.
He misses being around, too, he told me. He misses the competition. Oh, you can tell he wants it by the body English
Oh,
there,
yeah.
right?
Get in there.
Yeah, steering that one in there a bit. I like it. Maybe starting to feel it a bit too,
Yeah.
you know, like, hey, I can win this match. If he's going to miss some balls, I can come back and win, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of all you need is just to see, like you say, your opponent bleed a little bit. Yeah, and you know they're human, you know?
That's right.
I can do this.
And he did. He twitched twice, right? And then kind of a safety error in this game.
7-10. Brady's right back in the match.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling good about himself from 10-4. Jay Money wants to know, is this the only match tonight? We think there's one more. We're pretty sure Jim's going to play him after this. But we're not sure what the race will be or the game or whatnot. We'll find out. Be a small break, I think, between this and the next one anyway.
I'd kind of like to see Jimmy, if he's going to play it, just play him some 9-ball.
Yeah, well,
Jim's fairly comfortable playing 9-ball.
Jim likes 9-ball. I think that would be the game.
It's nice to see him playing with a cue, finally. Other than his granite-tipped house-looking cue that he played with forever.
Oh, man.
You could hear that thing when he'd hit a ball from the parking lot. The tip was so hard on it.
I think because he broke too many of them.
Yeah.
So it was just like, wow, why would I buy an expensive cue? I'm just going to break it, right?
Yeah, he's got himself a nice piece of wood now.
Oh, the keel wood hits super great, too. I mean, nice cue. Okay, let's see Brady's break here. Maybe he can put one on him, put two on him.
It'd be nice if he hits it as square as he did on the last one.
Yeah. Just a touch to our left. Oh, he caught it a bit to the right, and you can see the one doesn't want to dress up this way.
I think you see the edge of that one ball. It is makeable.
Definitely, he's got the edge. And he might have a cheeky little two-way shot again. Kind of using the 9 to stop the cue ball, and then the 2-3 is a bit of cover as well as a 7.
Yeah, I like him taking this on. I mean, if all else fails, he's got the kick behind it to kick the 1 ball 2 rails up table up, try to get it up in behind the 8 ball there, or in behind the 2 and 3 and leave it.
And that's what he looked at. That's exactly what he just looked at. And I kind of like that. You can try to cut this one, but it's super low percentage.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. But he's called the side pocket just in case when he kicks it off the first rail, it goes in. So I kind of like that call.
Oh, this is a smart way to play this. As long as he doesn't catch a horn, he knows the speed is going to be good. Over here by the 2-3.
Yeah, perfect.
Nicely called by Ryan, too. Tucked it behind the 2-3. Nice. I think Alex gave him a little tap on the shoulder there. Nice shot.
Yeah, you hit that about as good as you could expect. And the thing here, too, is even if Alex goes off the outside, I mean, he might have the outside edge of that 1 ball, but that 9 ball is massive there.
Yeah, nothing happening off that side, right? Can't really do much with it. He's going to go rail first.
Did he just look to see if the 1 ball went in off the 6?
He definitely did, and he's called it.
Okay.
I mean, the idea here is the cue ball tracks towards the 10, and they kind of separate side to side a little bit. I think that's the goal.
That's a
See
smart
the
shot.
speed he hits it at. Yeah, look at this. The 8 can be big too, but it's not going to work out today. Might have worked out yesterday, Mr. Pagulayan.
No glory today, though,
That's
son.
right. I did tell Brady. We wore him down for you. You saw Eric won 7 games, I won 10. You know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. No, again, here he's got to be careful navigating that 9 ball.
I think he goes like around with it, and the 2 might go on the right side.
Yeah, he's just got to avoid clipping it.
Yeah. And then watch that right side pocket. I mean, you avoid clipping, you kind of draw it a little. You can just draw it right in that side pocket.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if he could hit it, if he was guaranteed to hit it full on the back, I mean, he wouldn't mind that either, clearing it out of there. But I don't know.
I like that he's given this one a second, though, too. You know, he didn't just get up and hit it right away.
Yeah, he drew above it.
This is the way I like to hit this ball, and then come around, shoot the 2 on the side.
Yeah,
It's going to work. It's going to work out. It's just now the 2 of the 3's not easy either, but he's, you know, he's potted the 1 in a comfortable way where he's always going to be on the 2.
Yeah, that was a good call.
What happened to Dwayne's match today? Johnny wants to know. I think, did Dwayne lose 5-2 or 5-3? Not sure.
All he told me is that he got annihilated. So
I don't think it was that
I
bad.
don't think it was that bad either. But I think it was 5.
But he was getting 11-7, so it's easy to feel like you got annihilated when you're getting a big spot too.
Yeah.
Nice shot there to use the 9 to slow down the cue ball. He's good on the 3 here. Might need a touch of inside spin, and then this cut's a little tricky, but
at least he's naturally tracking back down table for the 6. So.
And the 7 up there isn't too much of a problem. So you don't need to be perfect on the 6.
He kind of jumped up on that a little bit.
We've seen him jump on those side shots a little bit, a handful of times, and that one he really got up on it.
But Alex is now faced with the same issue.
I think we might see Alex just kind of pinch this one a bit, because he can take a heavy angle on the 6.
And just kind of stay to that side of the table, the left-hand side of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, assuming the 6 doesn't pass the 8, maybe it does. That looks like it does.
Yeah.
But with where the 7 is, I mean, he could do whatever he wanted there. Didn't want to land on the rail, ideally.
No, but the 7 ball being that close to the corner pocket, you're really just playing for shape on the 6. You don't really have to really care what side of the 6 you land on.
Kind of a big game here, too. I mean, he's just starting to fire back at him. I did the same thing yesterday. I was just win 5 games in a row, and then I just let it slip a little bit, and then he just punished me, you know. Never saw the light of day again.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Kicked a ball in. That was the only way I could see the light of day.
And it was a heck of a kick shot, too, on that 2 ball, the 2-rail kick.
And I just landed a little funny and jacked up, and then that was it. Then he broke it around the line. He gets a just dream layout the last rack, too.
Yeah, did he ever?
It could, you know, could still be 15-10. That would be fine, but no. We'll see if he does the same thing here, you know, just regain control and then kind of run away with it, finish it off. Or if Brady's got something to say about that still. But this rack's certainly over. I always like to say, can't commentary curse these guys.
No.
There is no such thing when they shoot as straight as Alex. I'm trying hard here, though, for this one.
Yeah, that 10 bill's not a hanger.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just don't miss. Just too straight.
Yeah, he cues the ball too good.
He's hitting his cue saying, thank you. Thank you. I love you. You make me so much money. Did you see the Eric video from earlier?
No, I didn't.
He's sitting in Jim's car outside, Alex was.
Okay.
And Eric got him with the, excuse me, sir, what do you do for a living?
Oh.
And he said, I beat people playing one pocket.
That's awesome.
I'll post it later today. I just didn't want it to overlap the last post.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
It's pretty funny. For those who don't know, Jim has a smoking Porsche. What a car.
Oh, you got it already, did he?
Yeah, he had it out in the parking lot today.
Oh,
I don't know if he's
didn't
driving his truck now, but it's sweet.
Did he get the GT3 or?
To be honest, I didn't even look to see
okay.
what kind it is, but it's nice.
Well, that was, again, a bucket list for Jim. He said
The car.
One of the things he's like, I've wanted my whole life was a Porsche, so good on him that he went and got one. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. The 9 gets kissed in the upper right, and he's perfect on the 1. He holds up his hand because he thinks he doesn't deserve to be this good on the 1. I think he needs to negotiate a kiss on this 5 ball, though.
Yeah,
The
I don't
orange
think
5.
yeah, it's going to be hard to clear and go around it.
Can he go forward and miss it and get short side on the 2? Might be able to. No, I thought he was kissing the 5. He couldn't see that he was kissing it. Thought he could beat it. I'm glad to see we all do that.
Yep. Now, is he cutting this in, or is he playing a carom onto the 3?
Well, I think he might even consider a safety. The 10-4-8's a pretty big blocker.
Because that's a little tough over queuing over that 6 ball. But the 6 does act as a backstop if he does cut the 2 in to stay there for the 3.
But yeah, I think you nailed it with the 6. It's just, if he wasn't queuing over it, he probably takes on the pot. But because he's queuing over it, he's not even going to consider it.
Yeah, just play the percentages.
Is there a gap here between the 8-4 to see this? He needs one. No, he doesn't have it. But this is on a good line to kick this, I will say, and close to the rail. Shape's there too if it goes, right?
100%.
And this guy kicks so great. I'd favor him to get close.
Well, being that it's an equal kick ball too, they're both on the rail, it's a little easier to pick your spot.
Yeah, almost parallel on the parallel line there. Oh, he came up way on the wrong side of that. Just didn't it didn't slide off the rail like he was anticipating, that's for sure.
Well, it's kind of elementary here. Just gonna slide over for the 3 ball. Probably take the 4 ball in the left-hand side after. And that will probably be all she wrote.
Yeah, you can see him trying to figure out what to do with the 4-8. I think he's going to move it.
He may have to move the 8 ball right here. He just give himself a little steeper on the 2.
Or the 4. Oh, he just bashed into it. That's never what I thought he would do.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
He just hammered into it. That looked a little suspect. I know he probably didn't want to just push the 4 to that same side rail. So he thought he'd go full into it, kind of bank it over, but he hit it way, way wrong.
Yeah, and I think a lot harder even than he wanted to. But look at this.
Oh, it creeps by, and it's going to leave a little jump shot here for Brady. You can see Alex not happy with himself. He knows he should have glued him on the backside of the 10 there.
Yeah, and this is a perfect kind of jump shot, too. You don't have to get into the ball too much. Just pop over that 8 ball so you don't lose control of the cue ball. And it looks like he's called it bankside.
Yeah, I guess maybe the cut in the side is too much. It looks a little different on the camera. How's this for a TV shot?
How do you hit it,
Give
bud?
him a kiss.
Oh, he must have just touched the 8 ball as he went over. Didn't even see that.
Ever the gentleman, too, just doesn't even flinch and grabs the cue ball right away. I never saw it. Can we just pretend like it didn't happen?
Quit being a meanie, Alex.
Yeah, that doesn't have to be like that. Now let's see if I can catch it. Clipping the 8. Yeah, I guess. Brady would know best.
Yeah, it didn't look like it moved.
Not to me, anyway.
Oh, I wonder if he double hit it with the cue. Because that 8 ball did not move. Yeah, I wonder if he double tapped it with the Q-tip.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hard to see it. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know what happened either. It doesn't look like he double hit it. He certainly didn't hit the 8 by the replay we're watching. But like I said, like Ben said, Brady knows best, and he's a true ambassador of the sport. He's not going to not take a foul. If he did. So
yeah, no, and it wouldn't matter if this was just him and Alex in a locked room with nobody watching and it not on video, he would still do the same thing.
100%.
Just a perfect gentleman of the game. Brady always has been. And we're super blessed to have him hanging out at LP all the time. Very, very lucky we get to learn lots about the game. Not just how to play, but how to act too, you know.
Nasmo says filler wouldn't tell. LOL.
I like to say all the time, like Carlo had one that was a little suspect, you know. But they're not always looking at that kind of stuff, you know. They're just like
kind of zoned into the result more than the action itself. So
and I like to think, you know, they see it with their heart.
Yeah.
They just want it to be the way they want it to be, you know. They don't see it as the umpire would see it, right? As the ref would see it. You can see he's really cutting this break now. He doesn't mind it being a little muddy here.
Yeah.
Over there stretching out like he's trying to hit it better than that. But he's not trying to hit it better than that.
So do you clip the left side of the one ball here and bring the cue ball around down underneath and try to kind of just roll the one ball behind the 8, just thinning it?
Yeah. I guess that's definitely the play, you know. You can get underneath the 4. That's how Alex has been doing it. Been getting right under there. Brady might get under the 6. That would work too.
Hit that pretty good.
Not quite there, though.
Alex, little tap at the table. Alex knows that could have gone a lot worse for him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that was a double tap. It was like tap of respect, good shot, and tap of thank you, table, for not hooking me here. Look at the bank. He just plays his shot so nicely.
Well, that's his, you know, with his one pocket background too. He's not going to take on banks. He's fearless with them.
And he knows he doesn't need a good shot on the 2. There's like a big wall of blockers down here.
100%.
And he's very proficient at this style of 10 ball.
Yeah, and this will be a slow roll with the cue ball behind the 10, I would think.
Yeah, I wondered if he would try to do more, get the 4 up table, or the 2 up table rather.
I wasn't sure because if he runs into the pack with the cue ball and opens it wide open, right? I just thought.
I think he likes, and it's, you know, a respect thing for Brady too, is you don't want to leave him like the short kick. You got to leave him long, like far away, long. These guys are too good, you know. If he's playing me, he probably just rolls up to the 10.
Well,
leave me the easy kick, and then I kick it in, and then he forgets my last name.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Did you see my comment after?
Yeah, I was laughing pretty hard.
Keep him in his chair a little longer, looking at the back of my shirt.
Yeah.
Then he'll remember me next time.
Well, Brady's going to attempt another jump bank here. Last one worked pretty well. I don't know. We didn't see the foul, but.
Yeah. Oh, he hit that one sweet, too. What's the result? I think this goes over the side pocket. Oh, man, no luck there.
Yeah, no love. Man, he must have had some juice on that ball because that 2 ball, when it caught the bottom rail, it spun right back out towards the center.
Yeah, it was juicy. It wants to straighten out a lot there, you know, especially with the jump. It's going to grab a little juice. Sean Jolly, Laura Berg, welcome. I don't know if I'm going to play again. Maybe some one pocket tomorrow if there's time. Hopefully. And we might see Grant or Steph for the next match, if there is a next match. Oh, maybe Isaac knows something we don't know. He's like the Brady fan club owner. So he knows all the Brady stats, but he just said someone should ask Alex what his record against Brady is. And then you'd see why he has so much respect for him.
Oh, okay.
I'd wondered, you know, I know they've played before, of course. But yeah, Brady's was a force, and still is, of course, but major force. Johnny says, how about Banks? Alex is awesome at Banks, too, but I think one pocket's where we're going to get the most knowledge out of this guy. Does he get to the cushion? He doesn't. He does?
Just.
He just does.
That was his way of
Apologizing.
yeah, apologizing and kind of making light out of a situation.
Just got
Wow.
there. It's definitely not the way he wants to hit it. He wants that ball to bounce out a little bit too, you know. He doesn't want to leave it near the rail. These are the ones that
are makeable.
That get kicked in, yeah. George wants to know if they're playing for big bucks. There's some bucks. See? Gets kicked in. What a shot. What a great shot. I hope the crowd clapped for him there because that was a good shot. Especially late in the match like this, you know. Being behind and still kicking the ball nicely and staying alive. Alex got a tough one here. Jacked up over the 7.
Yeah, his cueing's going to be a little hampered here.
Yeah, if he had a free shot at this 5, like a free cue ball, he's going to make it every time. But jacked up like this is super tough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any sort of a safety there either, so you kind of have to try to spear this in.
Yeah, what would the safety look like? Just that little touchy one, and how risky is that?
Right.
Easy to just let it roll out a little and have it go over the hole. He's even contemplating kicking this one, you know?
That might even be the better play.
Yeah.
Just kick it 2 rails.
Jerry Cayenne in the house, too. You're welcome, and thanks everybody else for tuning in. Make sure you guys click that share button for us lots tonight. Click the thumbs up on the YouTube. That's all we ever ask, these free streams.
Laura's asking if it's any weight. No, Brady is playing him even. Even Steven.
Yeah, and he is going to kick this ball. I think I like it.
I kind of like this too.
Yeah, especially, you know, his level. Should hit the top rail here too. Come off 2 rails. Oh, he went 1 rail straight into it, and he's gotten away with it a little bit, but he's not going to love his next shot.
No. Or is Brady attack here? Does Brady play the bank?
I think he goes under the 8 here. But definitely the bank into the upper left is on with a bit of a 2-way. Yeah, I like this.
I do too.
I talked about this a bit with Eric yesterday. You can't just keep playing the safety.
No,
it's not paying off.
No, you got to put the pedal to the metal, as they say sometimes.
So you kind of, you got to make some shots. You got to make your own luck a bit too, you know.
And I like this one. You got to kind of just widen the angle on that 5 ball a tiny bit, so just a fraction of outside English on that cue ball, and it'll track nicely down for the 6 anyway. So.
Yeah, it's just kind of an all or nothing shot from that angle. You can see him looking at the safe now.
Yeah, maybe there's a little more angle than we can see, or not enough angle.
Yeah, he might be losing the cue ball, like not staying enough above the 6.
Yeah, if he's going to lose the cue ball down towards that 9 ball, well, then there's no point in taking that shot on.
Then you just play the safety, yeah. And the one below the 8, I think, is pretty easy. It's just not that quality, right? You got to freeze him on that ball.
Almost like that. He hit that pretty good.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Good containing shot.
Alex going to have 2 rails underneath here. You see he just calls this right side pocket. And if he gets the speed correct, there's a lot of ways this can go safe.
Yeah, really he's looking just to kick that 5 ball off the long rail down towards the 9. He's only calling the side pocket as a just in case.
Because it's going that way. I don't think he was playing. Yeah, I see him hold his hand up. He wasn't playing the cue ball this way.
No, he was playing the 5 ball down there, not the cue ball.
But he must have a clean living too, because
yeah, he just keeps rolling like a brand new tire.
Or did he leave enough of this for the pot? I don't think so. I think he's banking this one towards the 10 and playing the cue ball under the 8.
That's the shot.
Under the 8, beautifully.
Look at that.
Wow.
What a touch. Tap of the table from Alex and acknowledging that great shot.
Yeah, you know you're hitting them good when Alex is tapping the table, that's for sure. And thank you, Mr. Epp, for tuning in, and Dayton. Thank
Ryan,
you, pal.
When are you playing Alex? I played him on Tuesday night. I played him 1 pocket.
Yeah, Ryan got him started. Warmed him up for us.
Yeah. And yes, I played him even too.
Oh, he missed this kick. You don't see him drive by too many.
He offered me weight, but I said, no, if I'm going to beat you in front of everybody, I want to do it with no weight. So the first part of the plan went really well.
Oh, yeah.
The finish, not so much.
Hard to lose, right? It's hard
But
to lose.
it was just amazing experience playing one of your idols. I mean, One Pocket's my favorite game, and Alex is the best in the world at it. So
I like this comment in the YouTube says, they should play a best of 7 snooker after.
you know what? Honestly, I don't like Brady's chances in that.
It's going to be tough for. I think Brady's a little closer to even in that than he would be here.
Maybe. I've seen Alex play on the snooker table too, and he's just a Tasmanian devil on the snooker table too.
He's good,
crazy.
but I don't know, man. Brady's snookered.
Yeah, and I guess Brady has been playing a lot of snooker lately, right? Because he just had those tournaments.
Yeah, when he played that tournament, like it was Calgary opener. I'm not sure what they called it, but he played Albert Kenny in the final, and what a display. Yeah. His touch on that table is out of this world good. As good as Alex's cue ball control is here,
That's
Brady's
true.
was there, you know.
I forgot. I just thought Brady's only been playing, 9 and 10 ball lately. He's probably a little out of stroke.
He would need some time for sure. I think they both would a little bit.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay, yeah, Brad's got it right. Come on, Brady. Let's go. He's alive here.
Yeah.
You just got to, try to keep him away from those finishing scores. 16, keep him off the hill, right? I like how he's giving this one the be sure, too. Don't just get down and shoot it right away. You got to make sure on this one.
Yeah, this is a big game. Nicely done.
Yeah, he hits it with a nice speed, too. And I think he's giving the timeout symbol. Yeah, take a little 5-minute break, I think. We'll see if he gets up and racks right away, but nope. 5 minutes. Time for a quick washroom break. I'll go see if my team's got the score sheet figured out, and we'll be right back.
See you in a few. back in action. Brady breaking. Another solid break. Did he make one? No, I think he came up dry.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm counting 10. And the one over the hole's ominous, but the 2's in trouble there, maybe.
That 7 ball was trying to get in that corner, but
I like Brady, ever the competitor, you know, takes the break there. Where I think Eric and I were trying to, like, be proper and, like, you know, don't stall him or anything too much. And Brady's like, I'm trying to win here, boys. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to stall him here.
Oh, he's come up funny on this.
But I think it was a recoup, too, you know, a bit for Brady, just kind of a reset. Try to talk himself into coming back here a bit. But, yeah.
Is he going to try for the 7 or 8? Like chip off the 2 and...
I think he goes below the 3. Try to just chip below the 3. Oh, he held and went below the 4. Oh, he got the 2 right anyway. It's a good shot. I think Brady will use the top rail and try to kick this one towards the side pocket.
Yeah, I would think so.
Looks to be about it.
Does he use the... Is he going to go behind it, though? No, yeah, he is going to try for it. Okay.
Yeah, just one rail into it. I kind of like this, too. I mean...
The only problem is if he does hit it thin or thick, he jams on the 5 and sells, right?
Yeah.
I kind of like the second rail and coming off the top of the 2 and put the 2 down by the 310.
2 down by the 310. It worked out anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like your way too off the second rail. Yeah.
And then the cue ball slides across behind the over towards the 6 there. And but I mean, he hasn't sold the farm here. It
might buy himself another shot, barring
he doesn't play a carom or a combo here.
Crazy shot from Alex, which we've seen lots of. I'm looking over there. He keeps looking over there.
Yeah, I think he's going to call something. He's just deciding whether it's the 7 or 8 that's going to go in.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of has to be the 8 ball, actually. It's down frozen to the rail, and the 7 ball's up.
I think the 8 jams. Like, from the camera angle, it looks like the 8 won't go. I think he's trying to find a safe, but he doesn't want to sell out the 10, you know?
Yeah, because he's going to try. He'll be pushing that 10 ball over towards the corner, and the 3's right there.
Bit of a tricky spot, really.
Yeah. No, I mean, he can put the 2 down behind the 3 and send it up, table up, kind of behind the 9 ball, come off that side rail if he wanted to play a safety.
You see him look at the 8 or the 7 there. Did he call one of them?
Yeah, I think he called it. I think he called the carom.
And he tried to go for the 7.
Yeah.
And he's played the 2 geniusly if he had have made the 7. Trying to, like, leave it over that bottom right corner a bit, you know, so he had a shot. I think that was one of the biggest issues with that shot was he had to let the 2 fly a bit. Couldn't guarantee he was going to be on it. Brady will play the 7 here, I believe. 3-7.
He just doesn't want to lose the 3 ball up table too far.
Oh, and he didn't want to tickle the 8 first.
No.
No way he called the 8 there.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought, because the 7 ball was
way.
out further. I thought maybe the 8 played off the rail off the 7 a little easier, but...
Oh, man, I think the 7 played huge there. You saw how it went in. Like,
yeah, on that angle, I think I would have probably called the 7.
Even the way he mishit it by flicking the 8 first, it still went in, you know, like with no problem at all.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there.
Yeah. Alex is going to play this little combo. He's got to watch where the 3 lands here a bit. Don't want the 3 to just land on the end rail. So he's going to try to control this 3 ball. It's not all about making this combo. Sometimes we'll lose the first ball a bit. oftentimes lose first ball.
Yeah, and he'll be trying to control the cue ball at the same time. So when you're controlling multiple balls, the toughness factor goes up.
Hear the extra rail again.
Yeah, he hit that with some pace to make sure he got back for the 3.
Not shy to use the extra rail. Or I think most of us would have just used one rail there.
Yeah, or a lot of amateurs would have slow rolled that combo.
Yeah. At most, a little bounce off the second rail, but he used the extra one. I like that because it lets a stroke out. Hey, come up a little short of where he'd want to be there. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, he's going to have to play kind of short side on the 5 now.
Aussie, yeah, it's been a super treat having Alex here. Yeah, it's too bad he couldn't be here too.
He hit that good.
But sounds like he'll probably come back. I mean, it was one of the first things Brady said before Alex even got here was he's going to want to come back.
Oh, yeah. Is it the fanciest pool hall in the entire world? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Is it one of the best pool halls as far as quality of equipment? Undeniably.
And atmosphere is really good for somebody like Alex. You know, he loved the crowd yesterday. I know you guys couldn't hear them as much in here, but there were so much energy out there. It was great.
It was awesome.
They were cheering for me, cheering for him. Alex was cheering for me. It was super fun.
Every game you edged closer towards when you were down the 10-4 or whatever there, the ovations got louder.
It got
and
a little louder.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
And then when Alex started to win some games after, they were cheering loud for him too. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like all the best friends in the world. They were all here cheering me on. It was super nice. I didn't win, but I felt like I won, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh, he smooths this one, but he's going to have a tough shot on the 10 here, especially for a short guy. I've never seen him switch hands. Have you ever seen him switch hands?
No, I don't think he does. Well, he's so adept with the rest.
Maybe one of the best players ever with the rest. But definitely, I've never seen him switch. See him shoot behind the back lots, obviously. But look how easy he makes that look with the rest.
It's awesome. Just awesome.
Well, I think a lot of us would struggle to aim that one, and he just looked like he aimed it quick, and it was easy. It'd take me twice as long to shoot that ball, I'm sure of it. A shout out to my man, Nick's Q Innovation. He's probably out there watching in the crowd.
I would imagine. He left here with a handful of customers' cues last night, so I'm assuming with all the action in the room and everyone wanting to play, everyone's getting new tips and cleanings done. And
oh yeah, it's that time of year, you know. It's pool season in swing.
Sure is. Leagues are all in full swing.
Good tournament coming up here too. Fall Classic is just a month away.
That's right, too.
And we'll probably stream that one too, although I'm not sure it'll have full commentary and stream every single match, but we'll do the best we can. Dry break here, and he's kind of struggled with this break, but you see he looks disappointed every time, but I don't think he really is.
Yeah, no.
I think he likes it this way. You know, he's disappointed he didn't make a ball, but he's not too upset that the 7, 8, 10 stayed clustered, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the nice thing for Brady here is left that like the one ball up to the corners fairly straight, so he should be able to follow straight through this and get on the 2 with no issues. There's a 6 as a hanger in that corner.
It's still very much in this match, you know? Like at 13-8, it's not that tall of a task for him to win 4 or 5 games in a row and really make a match of this. Seen him do it many times.
Yeah, I have full belief that he could do it.
Oh, a bit heavy into the side rail, but he's going to get another shot, I think. Don't really see Alex taking on the cut into the lower left here.
No, I see that definitely that he's going to probably just put that one ball down below that wall, or even chip off with the cue ball and put the cue ball down there.
It's such a big area. The 9, 8, 7, 10 just taking up a lot of space there. That's exactly what he's doing, but he didn't really get it there.
Yeah, he didn't get it there.
But he hasn't left anything easy for Brady. Yeah. And Lou, you nailed it, bud. He's the measuring stick, Alex is. I love that term, you know. It's great for me and Eric to play him and kind of see where we're at a bit too, right? Brady already knows where he's at. He's been there, done that is where he's at.
100 times.
But for Eric and I, we're, you know, players coming up through the rank. It's amazing opportunity to play Alex and see where we're at.
I was going to say, I don't think Alex is going to like his next shot here. There was enough to squeeze that ball up table and get into that clump.
But you can't leave it over the pocket. You know Brady isn't happy about that. Can Alex jump over this? Or is he going to Z kick it?
It's the Efren shot coming up here.
I think with a good jump cue, you get over this. And you jump this one, but I'd be way happier if you made this Z kick. It's not even close. That's such a hard shot to judge.
It really is.
I think I've hit that shot once my whole life.
And he
just hit the ball.
Yeah, and he was playing for shape on the 2-ball too. He wasn't just taking a flyer at that. That's why he hit it with the pace that he did.
Brady trying to decide what to do here. 5-6 kind of funny, you know, with where the 2 is, but the 7, 8, 10, that's the real problem.
Yeah, right now the 7's only got the side pocket, if that.
And I think that's why we saw Alex kind of quickly get up and Z kick at that, knowing if it didn't work out, it was okay.
Yeah, he's not risking breaking that apart.
Yeah, he's going to let him figure it out. Well, this is what I would look at if I was Brady. Some kind of angle on the 4 where I can move the 7, 10, 8.
Yeah, because the 5-6 combo is just, that's a gimme.
Yeah, as long as you can see it, you can make it, right? And even if you're hooked on it, I mean, it's a kiddie jump, and it's probably the way you got to play this is, you know, come across and shoot the 2 in the same pocket. 3 over the hole, you should be able to get nice on the 4.
No, he's going to take the 2-6 combo instead.
And I guess that's okay because the 5-6 or just the 5 is pretty much the same shot, right?
Yeah, he might be able to just come off the right-hand side of the 3 and move that cluster now instead of using the 4-ball.
From the 3?
From the 3, but I don't know. That would be really risky.
Like, yeah, if he goes into the back of the 10-8 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be what he does, though. We'll see. He looked over at the 4. If he could just get the cue ball here where it is right now, that would be, I mean, probably pretty good. Let's see where he's pointing there.
Yeah, he still likes breaking that cluster up off the 4-ball, but he's got to get so good on this.
Yeah, and I think if he like goes one rail into the 8-7, he should be free of the 9. But yeah, you got to hit this one good first. And he's going to come up well short of the mark. May have even hooked himself. It's pretty easy to decelerate on that one a little bit, trying not to overhit it. Going for the short cue.
Never even thought, too, that 7-8 might go.
I think it's not that playable. I think it's maybe just too far off angle, and the 10 is maybe in play, blocking the 7. Well, that's worst case scenario.
Yeah, that really is, unfortunately.
Oh, he's not going to be thrilled with himself there. I don't blame him.
Yeah, he just made that hard work extra easy for Alex now.
Yeah, and I think the 8 goes by the 10 in the side, so Alex doesn't even have to get crazy from the 7 to the 8.
Yeah, the 8 goes in, I think, the side and both bottom corners. So
yeah, it goes in the low right, too, where the 9 isn't in play.
It's kind of a...
She's coming over for a picture. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, well done, lady.
Oh, Jim was looking for a good photograph of Alex. Maybe this is the one. But I thought we were doing it in front of the leather pocket logo.
Hi-ya.
So I don't see what the purpose of this is.
I think I can hear some people laughing out there.
They're
about it.
definitely out there giggling away.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, she's back. Do you think Brady hired her?
Jim hired her.
If she
Jim's bet.
If Alex starts running away with this, you come out and take some pictures.
That's right. As soon as he gets to 13 and he's shooting,
Yeah.
you get out there. You do what I paid you to do.
And make sure you use the extra bright flash.
Yeah, the flash. Yeah, that's right. I like Alex. Ever the professional, doesn't even flinch.
Yeah, didn't bother him at all.
Man, just no problem. Yeah, like Rob says, ESPN used to do the same thing. Yeah, I think Alex, he's played enough under these kind of same conditions, pool rooms where, people are going to come up and talk to you and whatever. They don't know what's going on all the time, right? Not distracted one bit.
No.
Okay, 14-8. Starting to run away with it a bit.
Yeah, a little bit of danger zone here. I'd like to see Brady put a few more together.
Yeah, well, he's got the break to do it. I mean, if he can just win a game and then maybe string a couple together, he can still make it close.
Well, that is the one advantage up till now, I believe, is Alex is not breaking very well, and Brady is breaking so well, but he just is not getting that open ball after the break, and the ones that he has had the open ball have been dry. It's when you start looking up to the ceiling going, what do I got to do?
I think, yeah, if I'm in Brady's chair, I'm probably trying to stay positive, thinking that I'm going to get a lot of looks like this. And right? He's not going to make a ball and run out. So I'm going to get a lot more looks. I just need to stay calm and just,
And this has only got to be a race to the 3-ball.
Yeah, the 310 might be very playable. The 3 really only goes on the side if you don't play it that way anyway. So the first shot's not a hanger. Got to stay down on this one. We've seen him twitch on a couple side shots a bit.
Yeah, and he's got an angle that's taking him almost right into the face of the 2-ball here. So
that's what I wondered, was the angle going into the 2. And does he need to be underneath the 2? If that's the case, does he need to sort of draw this one underneath it and not take the bump?
I think that's probably the higher percentage play, Ben.
It's tricky either way.
Good. Wow, and
that's one thing I know for sure.
Got to jack up a little bit to draw down below that 2.
Yeah, this is not the easiest opening look, but you got to be happy to be at the table with any kind of chance here. You're playing Alex.
Do you like the 2-way here, maybe? Do you rub off the right-hand side and play the carom onto the 10 from here and use the 8-ball kind of as a blocker with the 1?
I think you called it just in time, because I think that's what he sort of looked at there. It might have been a contemplation. I would definitely take a look at it. Certainly worth a look, because if you at least move the 10, say you drive by it, clip it off the back rail, kind of extend the game.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think it becomes a blocker too for you. So.
But I don't know, down 14-8. You got to just make it happen, right? You can't. I don't think extending the game, as much as that would be nice, I don't know if that would help. He's kind of got to do it here. But yeah, definitely the angle of this cue ball after he pots the 1 is not comfortable. That's why he hasn't shot it yet. Yeah, he's called the 10. He has called the 10 here. Is this flat cueing is what I wonder too. Does he need to draw it a bit? It's way harder. And he is elevating just a touch. See his back foot in there a bit. Yeah, if you have to draw that one, it's just way, way harder.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Well, he was in a tough spot there. I mean, it wasn't like a million options. Really only 2 options there.
Yeah, and he kind of got a little bit unlucky that he hit the 8 so thick, because even if he thinned the 8, oh, little chink in the armor there.
Yeah, he missed it. Yeah. Don't see him missing too many of those shots, but
He's still, Brady's still covered though, so.
I mean, he hasn't been that handy with the jump cue in this match. Minus the jump bank that he called the foul on himself.
Yeah, right?
There's been a couple times like where he just didn't get over the ball enough. So you know he's going to look at the kick, but it's not the shot because he can't get shape.
I honestly don't hate the 3-rail kick here.
It's just you're going to end up behind the 9 a lot, I think. It's hard to get free of the 9-6-4. If he's got enough to make this jump, certainly the way. Yeah, because he's going to get some look at the 2.
Oh, no.
Or he's going to get super unlucky, cover the hole of the 2 with the 4.
Right.
And hook himself. Sometimes just not your day either, right? And you really need it to be your day when you're playing Alex.
Yeah. Well, that's pool, man. Some days you're the truck, some days you're the deer.
That's right.
You know?
Well, I said it to Eric. I said, you're going to get the 8-10, playing him 10 ball. I'm going to play him even 9 ball. I said, I just got to play perfect for 2 hours. That's all.
Yeah.
What's so hard about that? Everything has to go perfect for 2 hours, and then I'll be okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, worst case scenario right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. He's going to think about giving it to him. You could see the wheels turning there. Do I make him shoot it? And being Alex, such a good one-pocket player, yeah, this is a hanger of a combo for sure.
Yep.
15, and a bit worrying now. He's getting too close to the finish line.
Yeah, I don't know why Brady's struggling so much with the jump cue tonight. Usually he's a pretty good jumper. So
You know, when I grew up watching Brady play 9 ball, he never used it.
No, I know he's not. Definitely didn't use it before.
Yeah.
But, so I mean, if you would say that Brady had any weak point in his game, that would definitely be it.
It is. So we've seen it before. It's not a huge weakness because he still knows how to deliver it pretty straight.
Yeah, exactly.
So he can make it work like you saw on the 1 ball, but there is a small weakness there, if any. And he doesn't always get over the ball. You know what the problem is he doesn't really have his own good jump cue. I think he had a great one. It got stolen or left behind.
Yeah.
And now he's kind of been borrowing a lot.
I was just going to say that on the last one. I was wondering if it's a borrowed cue that maybe he's not used before, or because he didn't have his here, or you never know.
Well, and this is kind of the way it goes, is when it rains, it pours, right? So you had some chances, you made some mistakes, and now the guy is getting some good looks, right?
Yeah, that's one of the few breaks Alex has had in this match where he's actually made a ball off the break. So
yeah, that one slipped in the side, and the 1 ball came around nice because he hasn't been making the 1 at all. The 1,
well, like you said, it's Murphy's Law.
Pool is very much all about Murphy's Law. Murphy's always in the way in pool. Okay, he goes into this stuff, and he's hooked himself.
Okay.
Well,
He's be too happy about that.
We've seen like a couple, I think 3 missed pots and like 2 positional errors. But this might be the one where
well, the one thing
he
for
let
Alec,
go the most.
Yeah, well, the one thing for Alec, though, is the 6 is in the jaw. Well, he just pretty much has to just hit this 2 ball.
Yeah, and he's been getting over the ball nicely. Is he going to get a look at it? He's going to see it, but not enough to make it, I don't think.
No, we may see a kind of a 2-way 1 pocket shot here to come off that long rail and across to the other corner, but he'll just try to probably go like center table and bring that cue ball back around.
He loves the super slow spin so much. I wonder, you see him looking at it, I wonder if he contemplates trying to throw this ball in. With just
maybe.
A ton of inside. I don't think so, because the only way you could really miss it is overcut it. You kind of sell out. If you thought you could hit it thick and you could just leave the cue ball down underneath the 3, might play it.
And I mean, slow rolling safety to get up behind the 5-8, I don't like, because there's a huge window between them. So
I think your call was right. Bank it underneath there. Yeah, send the cue ball all the way around.
It's a good shot. Good containing shot.
Leaves a little bit here, but he's left 9 feet. Might have left him the edge, but there's 9 feet between them.
Yeah, the nice thing here too is if Brady banks this 2 ball up past the 10, he naturally tracks over to that 3 ball and the 5 and 8. So all he kind of has to do is make sure he hits the 2 ball thick enough that it doesn't hang over the corner, that it goes the 2 rails and out, and he should end up behind the 5-8 perfectly. So
that's right.
And we'll see what he does. Looks like that's the shot he's queuing for. He's done a pretty good job. Might have just left Alex the outside edge of it.
Yeah, no, he might have even left him enough to pot this, but getting back to the 3 is not easy.
Yeah, it's so hard to tell from our vantage point.
Yeah, this above view, we'll have a really nice top-down view coming in the near future, but this one's a little tricky.
He's also got a shot where he could slide off the top side of the 2 ball across for the 4 if he didn't. You could see enough to kick it around the 3-4 rails, and he's hit it perfectly.
Oh, yeah, what a shot that is. What a shot that is. I like that shot. He's hit it smooth.
Yeah, and he took away the kind of the 1 rail kick and stick. Gonna have to dig into this with a little bottoms to kind of arc it out underneath the 2 ball. Oh, he just clipped it. That'll work.
That'll play. Yeah. Alex gives him a pat like you were due for some luck there, pal. Don't worry about it.
We're going to see Alex hit the same shot now. Come the 2 rails underneath the 2 and try to kick it up past the 8 ball, off the long rail and up to the top rail where his cue ball is now.
Boy, he super misjudged that.
Did he miscue?
Oh, I can't see any other way that he didn't judge it that bad. Yeah, you see him look at his tip right away.
Yeah.
No way he misjudged it by
He wouldn't have hit
feet.
that like Ryan Murray.
He murrayed it.
Absolutely murrayed that shot.
He murrayed that one.
That's Calgary's version of a Munson.
Yeah. He's left good angle here where he can just use the side rail, float this one out to middle table. Just going to look at the 5 here. 10's kind of a big ball. Nice thing is the 7 right over the hole, so he doesn't have to do too much from the 5 to the 7.
Yeah, that's nice. Doesn't have to move this around very much at all. Just this shot. Just got to make sure he gets clear. Nothing wrong with that. He wanted to be a little bit higher just so he could naturally draw out for the 5, but
you could see him nod his head a little bit like, that's not as far as I wanted, but it'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll just draw straight back now and take a little steeper angle, but shouldn't hurt him at all. Oh, he was still able to force it through a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Get a little closer to the ball. This way he can avoid the 8 a little easier if needed.
Just about perfect there.
Yeah, he hit that one smooth. That's a good sign. In these spots, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You just try to keep them off the hill. That way you got a little breathing room for error, and Brady will know that. especially, you know, he's played Alex before. He'll know. Still in this match. And I find in these really elite players, there's definitely no give up.
Oh, no.
They've won from every score line and lost from every score line and seen it all, done it all, so they never quit. They just know anything can happen.
Yeah. Within any sport. I mean, if you can have as much skill as you could possibly have, but you still need heart. You know, heart's what wins matches.
A lot of times. A lot.
Like my buddy Rob Dayton, you know, our buddy there, he'll say the same thing. He wasn't the most talented of boxers, but he had the most heart. That's what kept him in his matches, you know, when he was boxing. So
yeah, oh, it's a big part, like you said, of any sport. I fully agree. Heart's big in pool. And Brady got plenty of it. Let's see if he can come with a big break here, make a little comeback, give us something to watch.
yeah, a 5-pack here would be stellar.
Might as well just round up to 8, no? Run the set, Brady, one time.
Yeah, one time for the Gipper.
Oh, like gaff rack himself a little bit there, but he still made the ball on the side. One not cooperating.
Just like an inch away from being perfect.
Yeah, and almost playable off the side rail.
He's calling it anyway. He's going for the gusto. So
yeah, well, you got to kind of make it happen. It's pretty tough when the ball's over the hole to play a push. If anything, you push to a jump, but with Alex being so handy with the jump cue, I don't know if it's good.
yeah. I mean, the only push out I see here anyway is maybe banking the 10 over on tying up like above the 7 and try to tie the 7 up, but that's harsh too.
Yeah, I like this play. I like going for it here. You
Yep.
got to make it happen sometimes. Look at this
Just like
shot.
that.
Beautiful. I hope the crowd is clapping for him
Absolutely.
out there. That was a nice shot.
Ended up awesome on the 2-ball as well.
Yeah, not only did he make the shot, he landed sweet. The speed was well controlled. I think he looked at playing the 3 kind of off the rail, off the 7, but he might just see where he lands and then play a good safety.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't lose the 3-ball over behind the 10 or something, that would be disastrous.
Oh, he went all the way to this other side rail. I'm surprised he did that, because if he doesn't get there, now the safety's not in play.
Yeah, because he's going to rub the 4-ball.
Yeah, and now it might be only playing the 3-7 combo.
But with that reverse angle that he's got now, like kind of the blind angle, at least he's coming over. If he catches the second rail and then the 7, at least the cue ball and 3-ball are traveling to the same side of the table together.
That's exactly right. And he tried to play the... I don't know what he tried to play there. I don't know which ball he was trying to make, but it didn't work out. But in some ways, it did work out.
Yeah, he got a bit of a safety.
Well, it's like I said to Alex yesterday when he tried to play it safe and he fluked a ball and he's holding his hand up in there because I was going to be hooked. But then he fluked the ball. So I said, well, don't be sorry yet.
Yeah.
And then he jumped in the next ball and ran out. And I thought, exactly. Don't be sorry yet until the balls are done moving, right?
Right. Misjudged that a little bit.
Yeah,
Came a little wide.
Spin got away from him a little bit, I think.
Now that 8-ball goes in both sides, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it goes in that right side pocket. I think Brady looked at it right away, though. He didn't seem overly concerned about it.
Be tough to get short side off that 6-ball on that 8, 6 to the 8. So
Yeah, so if it doesn't go, yeah, he's going into it. It's not at all what he was looking for, though. He wanted the side of the 9.
yeah,
So that he's free of queuing over the 8. This is extremely difficult.
luckily he doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. Just
float it in,
Yeah.
take what you can get.
exactly.
Yeah, you know he'd love to kind of draw it a bit, keep him closer to the 6, but I think you're right. I don't think he can risk doing that jacked up. I think you got to take what you can get here.
Go around the 10 ball and.
Oh, he went into the 10 ball.
Oh, no.
Softly. He's okay.
Okay, we're okay.
Big stroke coming up here, though. This is a tester, this one. You can see he's thinking about drawing this one back. This is a big shot.
I don't think he has a choice. I think he's pretty straight on that 6.
Yeah, I don't think he could cheat it and go forward. If he could, he probably would and play the 8 in the low right, but I don't think that's a shot. You got to stay down, stay smooth on this one. Oh, how sweet was that shot? How good did he hit that? That is not easy. And it looks like he can play this in the side, miss the 9. Yeah. Play the 9 in the same pocket. He's coming a little short of the mark.
Yeah, he's still okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine. No problem. Lots of slow, low right spin, I think. Oh, he went with the opposite, high inside, use an extra rail spin. I love it. Confident stroke there.
Yeah, see, I would have never seen to play it that way.
Yeah, it's one of those routes I don't see a lot either. But that's a handy one. A clean one too, you know?
Yep.
No scratches really happening that way.
All right, 1 in a row.
Okay.
Towards the 5-pack.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Win one game at a time, right? It's cliche, but it's very, very true.
It is.
I joked with Alex yesterday. I said, is it okay if I beat you with your own chalk? He laughed. And then he whooped me.
Yeah, when I played in my pocket at his chalk, he was looking around for it. I was like, oh, there's Master over there.
Very good.
He didn't laugh at me. I said, here you go. Brad says, okay, Brady, let's go. Absolutely.
Yeah, if there was ever a move in time, this is it. Kind of back against the wall. You can't let him get to the hill. You know you're in big trouble then. But if you can keep him off the hill for a few more games, I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, he's certainly going to be thinking about it. And he has been breaking solid, so just keep looking to hit that same beautiful square break. Yeah, Kevin says he ran a 7-pack last month.
Yeah, I mean, definitely can do it.
Okay.
Look at this.
All right. Did he make 3?
Only the 4 to deal with here. Yeah, and I think he made 2
balls
but
off
it's
the break.
Sweet 2.
Yeah, and that's a pretty open table. This is what he needed.
I like Corey's comment. Did anybody beat Alex yet at LP? Not yet. Not yet, but it's about to happen, I think.
Yep.
I can feel it in my bones.
Oh, Mario Richard won a couple of racks of 1 pocket off him.
Yeah, same with Dwayne.
Yeah.
Won a couple of racks too, yeah. Okay, I think he can drop short side on this 4 either way. Over here, underneath over here where he's going to look. He's got options, right? He landed perfect on this 2.
Yeah, I like it just straight up table if he's got the room to fall on the 4 to come up table.
Kind of just slow roll it, play the 4 in the low right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it that way too. And maybe even goes in the side if you land perfect sometimes, right? Looks like he's going to come around, play the other side. This is okay. You just don't want to go too far, which I think he did.
Yeah.
Now he's got the cue ball going towards the 8. Well, this got a lot tougher, I think, now.
Yeah. Well, he's got a fairly wide angle, too. He might even just jack this a little bit and use the 7 to kind of hold the cue ball there maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I like that if that's in play. That would be a good play. Or is he drawing to the end rail? Oh, he's drawing to the end rail. How sweet did he hit that
hit
with
that
a little
real
touch
good.
of inside?
Hit that real good. And
He's
that takes some brass bells too to make sure you don't hit that 8-ball.
That's right. Not out of the woods yet. Still one more big shot needed in this rack. I think it's this one.
Yeah, I think this is the all or nothing shot. I think you're right about that.
Man, he tried to draw it, and I don't blame him. I think I tried to draw it there too. I don't think forward was in play. I think the scratch was on. I feel like that was a big moment, though.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the last straws in the camel's back. Beginning of the end, you know, because I was like, you got to keep him off the hill. At least for a couple more games to have a chance, right? Get it to 13 or something, and then maybe.
Yep.
But maybe one of the best ever to close out a match, so even if it's tight, you know, he can hold it together, this guy. Getting the extension out.
And having a walker on the table. Alex is definitely not going to take Brady lightly here. He's going to take his time on this out. He knows how important this is, so.
I like how he spins all the way over here. This gives him a million options over here.
And just with that little tiny little pop.
The smallest stroke.
So much stuff on the ball.
So much spin, yeah. Oh, he's got such a great technique. Really, if you were to learn to play pool, this would be a nice way to learn.
Absolutely.
Because very little can go wrong in that small backswing. And he just accelerates forward so nicely. And, you know, as per usual, he's kind of got the cue ball on a string. He walked in the building and played you a game of one pocket, and he was already on a string.
Oh,
I think he's used to these kind of conditions where it's running fast and it's a little slick, you know. Did not need to adjust very much.
No, that's for sure.
And to the hill, 16-10 for the Lion. Make sure you check out his website, pagulayan.net. Chalk, gloves, apparel.
Yeah, save yourself a fortune if you buy cubes again.
They last like a really long time, too, is the other thing I love about that chalk.
Yeah, well, that green piece I got off you, I've been using for about 3 months now, and I barely even made a dent in it.
Like a quarter of the way through it. Yeah, I figure I could use the same one for the whole year, and I play a lot.
And I'll tell you, the one big thing that I've noticed about it, too, switching from that, like the Master and that kind of chalk, is I'm not shaping my tip nearly as much because it's not, the Master just sands your tip down.
It's sanding it down.
Yeah, so.
My glove is lasting longer, but I think the cloth is going to last longer.
100%.
It's just, it's a great product. Alex makes the one finally, but he, doesn't have an easy shot on the two. He might cut this in, though. He may just take on the cut into the lower left because he's close enough to the two to see the edge precisely. I'm not sure which new employee you're talking about, David, so I'm not going to answer that question. You have to come here and find out.
Yep.
He's going to turn down the pot and just play it safe, which is a nice sign. That means he's, even though it's 16-10, he's not taking Brady for granted here. He knows Brady will dig in and come back, right?
And I think he's got a window between the 4-9 for the kick and the side. I mean, if you can dig behind it.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of side spin.
2 off the 4 and the side. Okay.
This would be a sweet shot.
Yeah, it would be. Oh, it just missed.
Yeah, just drove by it. But what's he going to sell out here? Yeah, just crept by it. And a chance for Alex to close this one out.
Yeah, and a pretty good looking chance, too.
I think he stays on the short side of the 3 here. Probably shoot the 3 in the same pocket. Or does he draw all the way to the rail and out? I think being a one-pocket player is pretty comfortable. Just stay on the short side of the ball, you know?
Yeah.
Like this, yeah.
Yeah, you called it. He's not going to want to try to do anything crazy.
Well, and this leads to the 4 nice and easy, too. It's all about the 5 to the 6 in this rack, but the 5 near the hole, it doesn't look good for Brady here.
Yeah, I mean, really, the 6 ball will only have one pocket. It won't go in, and that's the left-hand side. So, like you said, he's got a million options.
And the smartest play to punch the 7 out of the way, and now he's got more breathing room to get on the 6. It's those little things that, you know, I really got to start paying attention to.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's going to make life a lot easier just getting around the balls, right? Where I would have just, like, struggled a bit to get from the 5 to the 6 because the 7's in the way a touch, you know?
Me as well. And you kind of drill it into your own head over time that, you know, when you watch the pros on TV, they try not to move the balls as much as possible. So you're always thinking, well, try not to run into it, you know,
Don't
kind of
run
in the back of
into
your
it.
mind.
Yeah, but these guys are so precise with running into it. You know, when you can precisely move them like that, then you do it, right?
Yeah,
and you
100%.
find those moments to make your life a little easier.
And yeah, like you said, look at how much easier he's made that 6 ball now.
Well, now he can play it in the low right, where before he couldn't. Just, it's all the small things at this level, I think.
I would agree.
And he is real good at it. Maybe the best to ever do it. All around. And Brady mentioned that to me yesterday. He said, if we're going to include snooker, it's the best player to ever hold a cue. And I agree. Alex the Lion, the 10 to finish him off. Spikes
There
it,
is.
and he says,
Little sigh of
good
relief.
game. You're not so easy. You guys are making me sweat.
Yeah. No, and great ovation for both players out there. It's nice
Yeah.
and loud. That's awesome to hear.
Nice to see the crowd, giving both players a good respect there. You know they love watching Brady too. They've came to love Brady here at LP's, hanging out all the time, and you know they loved this match from both players. It was super fun to watch. I loved it.
I loved it too.
Oh, it was
So,
great.
Good to sit in on another Alex match, and great to sit in on another Brady match. So
Oh yeah.
thanks for having me.
Thank you for sitting in. I appreciate it. So we're going to go find out what's going on after this, but I think Jim's going to play. We'll go find out. Dave looks like he's ready.
All right.
We'll be back. Don't go far, guys.